And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome aboard. I say aboard because this is a train of thoughts. All the dark and demoniacal thoughts that are as old as the beginnings of the human race. If, as the poet said, no man is an island, then is it really true that each member of the human race is somehow interconnected? Does an infinite network of psychic wires actually exist? Or is it possible they have been short-circuited? If we were merely machines, this proposition could be tested. But we are not merely machines. Or are we?
Your whole career can be down the drain.
Let it go.
But there are people who worked for you, sacrificed for you, supported you.
I didn't ask
But
them.
think of the country. You were an important man, a valuable man.
There are other men just as good, better.
But all this for a woman?
Put it any way you like.
But you don't even know if she exists.
I know.
How do you know? Have you seen her? Have you spoken to her?
I tell you I know.
How?
I hear her in my heart. So clearly, so distinctly. I hear her right now. Can't you?
I can't hear a thing.
It's a pity. She's saying she loves me.
Marvin, I'm sorry for you.
Oh, no. I'm the one who's sorry for you.
Our mystery drama, Must Hope Perish, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Hugh Marlowe. His name is Marvin Hale Prentice. He is a United States Senator. Both his friends and his opponents call him middle-of-the-road Marvin. His friends say that Marvin has the unique ability to see all sides of an issue. His foes insist that Marvin is just too slick to be pinned down. However, just recently, Senator Marvin Hale Prentice has taken a stand, a definite, unqualified stand. It has to do with opening trade relations with the People's Republic of Doriage. The senator is against it. Till now, Marvin Hale Prentice has been a rather obscure senator from one of the less populous states. But now he is quoted in the papers, profiled in the magazines, talked about on the news broadcasts. Right now, he is the guest on Meet the Country.
At this hour in our nation's history, our thoughts should be directed towards those principles that led to the creation of our own republic. And what are they? Liberty and justice. How then can we strengthen the hand of a tyrannical dictatorship that withholds liberty and denies justice to its own people?
Oh, let me turn it down, will you, Marvin?
There is one person who must be heard from.
Marv, do we have
Let
to
me
listen?
tell you about this person.
Come
There
on,
will
Marvin,
always be
kill the
voices
sound,
raised.
huh?
The spirit of a people cannot be stepped upon.
There. That's better. You know, Marv, you do look good on TV. Did the bug bite you?
Which bug?
Oh, which bug indeed. Let's call it Bugus Presidentialis.
Oh, come on, Pop.
Oh, now, you look at your colleagues, some of them who plan to run, and you say, if it can happen to them, why not me?
Nothing could be further from my mind.
You're talking to old Pop here. I've seen you fellas come and go for over 50 years. One day you look in the mirror and you say, why not me?
Pop, I've never even given it a thought.
But why not you, Marv? All you need is a few breaks, maybe a good issue, and you're riding one right now.
This is a matter of conscience.
That makes it even better.
You are the most completely cynical man in Washington.
Would you believe it, in some circles I'm considered an idealist?
I remember when we were taping this broadcast. Right about here, I say something I'd like you to listen to. Turn up the volume. I'm about to quote someone.
Oh, I hope it's Shakespeare.
Oh, come on, please, Pop.
I say this because Shakespeare's safe and acceptable.
This is important. There's one person called V.K. Creston, whom I quote in just a minute.
Oh, where do you dig these characters up?
I want you to listen to the words of V.K. Creston.
Okay. Who is V.K. Creston?
Nobody knows.
Oh, that's great.
In Doriage and all these dictatorships, people must write in secret. They can't be known. They won't be published. What they write is just passed around from hand to hand on typewritten pieces of paper. Now turn it up. I'm quoting V.K. Creston.
All right.
An unknown native of Doriage reaches out to us. V.K. Creston, who writes, "Millions reach out as if from the darkness of the grave. Here we are the prisoners of practicality. Poetry. Only in poetry is brotherhood mentioned now. And if there be no poetry, we die. Must hope perish."
That's it. Shut the set.
Well, that's beyond me.
I feel I know this V.K. Creston.
Marvin, are you all right?
Sure, it sounds crazy. But those words. Okay, what are they? The desperate cry of someone who is even too powerless to fight for freedom.
You know, you've been working too hard.
V.K. Creston is speaking to me directly.
All right, Marvin. I'm only asking how we establish this, that's all.
He and I know each other. There's a bond between us, a mysterious bond. I knew it when I read the first poem in a little book that was smuggled out of the country. It was addressed to me.
You mean your name was on it?
No, my name was in it.
Show me.
What I mean is my initials are in it.
Now you just lost me.
Marvin Hale Prentice, M.H.P. In the poetry, all of Creston's writings, the first line always starts with a word that begins with an M. The second line starts with a word that begins with an H. And the third with a P.
Well, that could be a...
That could be what? Coincidence? Remember what I just quoted over the TV show. The first line begins, millions reach out. There's your M. Second line, here we are prisoners. And the third line, poetry. Only in poetry is, there's the P. And the final three-word sentence, must hope perish. M.H.P. Marvin Hale Prentice. Well,
what do you want me to tell you?
now do you know why I feel V.K. Creston's reaching out to me? One man's thoughts reaching out across thousands of miles and touching my own? That's why I'm fighting this trade bill. It's for V.K. Creston.
Marvin, I don't think you should mention it that way to another living soul. This whole business, if the papers caught on to
Oh,
it...
Pop, why don't you just once quit being the wise old man of politics and tell me what you really think?
Well, I don't know. Thought transference, extrasensory perception. We tend to laugh at all that stuff. But who's really got the answer?
Oh, excuse me, Pop. Hello?
Marvin?
Oh, yes, dear.
Marvin, you didn't come to see me this afternoon?
I know, dear.
But you promised, Marvin. You promised.
I'll be out tomorrow.
Why weren't you here today? They were mean to me again.
I'm sorry, darling. I'll talk to them about it.
I was digging in the garden, and I found an Indian arrowhead.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Do you know the man I was telling you about?
Oh, now, dearest, there's no such person.
Oh, that's what you say.
But there isn't.
You take everyone's part but mine. He was staring at me through the garden gate. You come out here tomorrow, and you catch him for me. Promise?
I promise.
You never keep any of your promises. I never want to see you again.
Darlie.
Well, how is she?
She's not getting any better.
It's going to be a problem for you, Marv.
Oh, stop looking at everything from a political point of view.
Oh, it's just bad luck. You and Dolly had agreed to a parting before this thing came over. But you divorce her now, and there isn't a woman in the country who'd vote for you.
Papa, I have no intention to...
Okay, I won't say another word.
Good. And as a reward, I'll buy you dinner tonight.
Not a chance. My old lady'd shoot me if I make her spend another night alone. Why don't you come home with me?
No, I've got some work to do.
Marv, you're not the kind of guy who can be alone too much. You need someone.
Pop, did you ever think of writing an advice to the Lovelorn column?
Well, I'd write a damn good one. Anyhow, Marv, you be careful.
Of what?
Of everything. You're becoming a hot property.
This V.K. Creston. Why do I feel that I know him so well? I haven't the faintest idea who V.K. Creston could be.
Marv, the party is going to decide to approve the trade bill. You know that.
That won't change my mind.
Marvin, you mustn't ever take politics seriously. It'll break your heart.
Well, Major Turner, what have you to report?
Nothing at this time, Your Excellency.
The trade bill?
There is a certain Senator Prentice.
Yes, I know. Why is he so opposed to the bill?
It seems he's made it a personal crusade.
But the administration is in favor. Doesn't he submit to party discipline?
They have strange customs in America. The representatives are permitted to vote as they please.
But what does he have against the bill?
I suppose he's been infected by the writings of this V.K. Creston.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Who is V.K. Creston?
We don't know.
What do you mean you don't know, Major?
We have no idea.
That's ridiculous.
V.K. Creston is obviously a nom de plume.
Yes, of course. But we're familiar with the styles and techniques of most of our writers. We should be able to tell who V.K. Creston is.
What you say, Your Excellency, is true, but obviously V.K. Creston is a new and unknown writer.
Even so, the fellow'll have to give himself away.
He's been extremely cautious.
How badly are we being hurt by this Senator Prentice?
Well, Excellency, he's an attractive man, and he has a popular issue.
And what do we have on him?
Nothing.
Nothing? You say he's attractive. No scandal?
We haven't been able to find any.
No women?
He's married, but his wife has been institutionalized. Severe nervous breakdown.
Ah. How long has she been away?
6 months. No one knows when or if she'll be cured.
And he's an attractive man. Let's file that fact for the future.
Marvin, the party isn't trying to put any pressure on you. But most people agree the trade bill is a good thing.
Do they?
Well, on balance, there's a lot to be said for and against. But from a practical, realistic standpoint...
I know all those arguments, Pop. But I want you to listen to this.
Oh, you gonna quote me something by your friend V.K. Preston?
Creston.
Okay.
Make a vow to me. Hold my trembling hand. Pray we'll all be free. It's the first 3 lines of a poem. The first word, first line, begins with M. The first word in the second line begins with H. Third line, P. And here's the very last line of the poem. 3 words. The same 3 words. Must hope perish. This is a message. It's meant for me.
Marv, now, you've always been steady, reliable, sensible. Don't start getting cookie. You know what I mean.
I can't help it. And I know how that must sound.
The trouble that you've had with Dolly. She's been a severe strain on both of you. She cracked up in a visible manner, whereas you...
Yes, whereas I...
Well, you're off on this psychic communication kick.
There is a psychic communication between us, between V.K. Creston and me.
Do you know what the hometown papers would make out of that?
You can say whatever you like, but I have this feeling, and I don't know where it comes from, that I'm going to meet V.K. Creston not too long from now.
Celeste speaking. Who? That's impossible. If I were to interview every peasant woman who wandered in here, we'll throw her out.
Let go of me!
Come back.
I know my rights. I gotta see the minister of justice. Now get your filthy hands off of me!
Everybody in there.
Your Excellency,
How dare you burst into my office? Who do you think you are?
I got information.
Well, give it to the proper official at the desk.
And get cheated out of the reward? You think I was born yesterday? All I have to say is I know where you can pick up this V.K. Creston, and when I come back for the reward...
What name? What name did you just say?
Creston.
You know where we can find Creston?
What do you think I'm doing here?
Give me the address.
I will, as soon as I'm written down for the reward. Business should always come first.
She's right, this rather uninhibited lady. Business should always come first. We, too, have a little business that must be transacted. And then we will join the police of the People's Republic of Doriage and meet the elusive, mysterious V.K. Creston. And that will happen when I return in just a few moments with Act Two. Hearts and hands across the sea. What does a revolutionary and unknown poet from a troubled Central European country have in common with a senator from a Western state? They have never met. They were never aware of each other's existence. So why should the senator become convinced that the poet was writing poetic messages specifically for him? Or could it just be the senator's imagination? Right now, the poet has trouble enough and to spare. The police are closing in.
You'll get your reward.
Write down my name. It's Hira Calato.
Very well.
You must have heard of my husband, Tariq Calato. He used to be a star soccer player.
Yeah, now, where can we find V.K. Creston?
The reason we need the money, you see, is he broke his leg in the championships 10 years ago. Well, we had the extra room, and we've been taken in boarders.
Yes,
But this
where...
is important, because it's how we knew our latest boarder is this V.K. Creston.
Well?
Well, this one's a typist and does extra work at home. Well, you know how the inflation's killing everybody. You gotta work day and night.
Will you get to the point?
Well, like I said, this one types, and, well, you know, they make mistakes, and, well, see, I'm emptying out the garbage cans, and I find these crumpled sheets of paper.
Ah.
Here, read that.
Must hope perish. V.K. Creston.
It's a shame. Such a nice, quiet, pretty little girl, too. Can't be more than 25.
A girl? Did you say V.K. Creston is a girl?
Hello?
Pop, it's me, Marvin.
Marvin, do you know what time it is?
Pop, I'm sorry I woke you, but I just couldn't sleep.
Why, what's wrong?
I had the strangest feeling. You'll think I'm crazy.
I think you're crazy anyhow, so what is it?
Creston.
Did you call me up at this hour of the night to talk about Creston?
Maybe it's just a dream, but I'm sure that V.K. Creston has been arrested.
Yes?
What is there we can do about it?
What is there we can do about it? Marvin, affairs of another country.
Oh, come on. You've been around. You know where the wheels turn.
No, there's absolutely nothing I can do.
Oh, Pop, please try.
But how do you know? All you've told me is you've had a dream. How do you know?
I know, Pop. I know.
Well, Citizen Creston, it's an honor to meet such a celebrated literary figure. And what do you have to say for yourself? Nothing? You have quite a bit to say, however, in this treasonous poetry that flows in such a poisonous stream from your typewriter. V.K. Creston, Valerie Catherine, not Creston, but Starik. Oh, that struck a nerve. You thought we wouldn't be able to find out. So, what shall we do with you, Valerie Catherine? We could have you shot, or hanged, or sent away to a labor camp for corrective therapy.
Do your worst.
Oh, she speaks. Such a beautiful voice.
I'm not afraid.
Yes, that's your problem. You're not afraid. If you were intelligent instead of merely talented, you'd be smart enough to be afraid, and you'd never have gotten into this scrape to begin with.
I don't care what you do with me.
Yes. Spare me, please. You're willing to die for freedom and justice.
You may kill me.
Yes, I know, but what I believe in shall endure forever. This is the romantic, revolutionary nonsense of youth. I was young once myself.
A pity you live to grow older.
We are willing to consider your exercises on the typewriter as childish nonsense.
Then why do you fear them?
You're a grown woman, and the toys of childhood must be put away, finally. And I have for you a woman's assignment.
What makes you think I would even...
Only a child interrupts. You'll be sent to prison. Miraculously, you will escape. Across the border, and you will present yourself at the American consulate and ask for asylum. Well, now, don't look at me as though I were a madman. I know what I'm saying. In America, you will meet a senator named Prentice. He's quite impressed with your writings. And looking at you, I can tell that he'll be quite impressed with you. It should be easy for you to become more than just a friend.
My answer is no.
Oh, you'll do it.
I'll die first.
What is this talk about dying?
It isn't just talk. Do you think I'm afraid?
Here we have this fear business again. My girl, depend on it. You'll do as you're told.
Never.
Well, we could stay here and bandy words all day long, but one brief experience is worth a lifetime of discussion. Major, have the car ready. We're taking a short trip.
I don't care how long you keep me here.
And we don't intend to keep you here at all. Don't you want to visit your father?
Father? What do you want with my father? My father didn't do anything.
Oh, that's not true. He had a daughter, and she's giving us trouble. Guard! We'll wait outside.
Father!
Huh? What? Is it? Oh, it's you, Valerie.
Father, what did they say?
It is all a mistake. I was in my laboratory and the police came. And now here I am. It is a mistake. I'm sure they will check the records.
What happened to your forehead?
One of the police officers was young and impatient. It really was my own fault. I should not have objected.
How long have you been here?
Well, I don't know. I was in the lab, and then I was here, a while. Isn't that nice of them? They let you come. How are you, my child?
I'm fine.
Oh, that's good. I hope you are not talking against the government. There is no point to it. It just arouses passions and anger. And the mind should be clear for thinking.
Yes, Father.
And I can think here, just as well as any place else. Besides, I won't stay here too long. They are bound to find out it has been a mistake. And then they will let me go. I will be free soon.
Yes, Father. You'll be free soon.
Sorry I'm late.
Well, there's a committee meeting. We'll have to hurry through lunch. I've already ordered for you.
Thanks.
I know you like to kid around with that red-headed waitress. What's her name?
Caroline, and I don't kid around with her.
Oh, you think you don't. Dolly's been away for months.
What are you building, Pop? I haven't even thought about another woman.
You've been doing nothing but think about another woman for 2 weeks now. By your own admission, you even dream about her.
When did I ever admit that
I can name the woman.
I wish you would.
V.K. Creston.
V.K. Creston?
Or, if you prefer, Valerie Catherine Creston.
V.K. Creston is a woman?
You knew it all the time.
How can you say that?
Because it's true. Oh, maybe you weren't aware of it consciously. Talk about psychic communication. Oh, nothing like a little sex to clear the wire.
Pop, never in my wildest imaginings.
Oh, sure.
I believe that we shouldn't have a trade bill with a country like Doriage. And the writings of a certain V.K. Creston helped me to clarify my position. That's all. But how do you know? How did you find out that she was a woman?
Well, you were told about it psychically a few nights ago.
Oh, come on, Pop, lay off.
Didn't you dream she was arrested?
You mean she was?
That's right.
Pop, I want to set up a meeting with someone at the State Department.
All right, relax. It's been fixed. She's escaped. She got across the border, and she applied for asylum with our embassy.
Where is she now?
In a plane headed for Washington. Hey, where are you going?
To the airport.
You want to sit down, have lunch, and don't go to the airport.
Why not?
I've seen her picture. She's too good looking.
Oh, what does that have to do with...
Papers, the TV cameras will be there.
So what?
So you're a hero to her. Suppose she throws her arms around you and kisses you.
I don't think she'll...
That's right. That's why you got me. I think. Now, people know about your wife, Marvin. They see a cozy two-shot of you and a good-looking dame, and... Oh,
I think that's ridiculous.
it's also politics. Now, why don't we arrange for this historic confrontation in the privacy of your office?
And, what are your plans, Miss Creston?
Oh, please. Call me Valerie Catherine.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'll need a job.
Oh, yes, well, would you like a job in my office?
Oh, that would be wonderful.
I need someone on my research staff, someone who knows foreign affairs.
Not only my country, but I, myself, will have reason to be grateful to you, Senator.
Marvin, we're all very informal around here. Tell me, Valerie Catherine, were you trying to...
Yes?
The first word in each line of your poetry seems to create a pattern where it forms my initials. Here, I have one of your poems. See how it keeps forming the letters MHP?
But I never knew you.
And I never knew you.
So how could I...
But you did. Maybe we were looking for each other. I know I've been seeking, searching, hoping. Have you?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Valerie Catherine. What a lovely name. I want to tell you something. I don't have the right to say this, but I love you. I've always loved you. Well, tell me I'm insane.
No. I'll tell you instead something that's just as mad. I love you, too. I've always loved you.
I don't understand it. I don't know how it came about, and I don't want to know.
Hello?
Good evening. Are you alone?
Who is this?
You know who this is. Celeste.
What do you want?
I've had myself transferred to our embassy here. I want to keep an eye on you. So far, so good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You work in his office. You have your own apartment. He visits you regularly.
Please, leave me alone.
What does that mean?
He's a wonderful human being, and I love him.
Oh, that should make your job easier.
What job? What am I supposed to be doing?
Exactly what you're doing now.
Marvin, you're seeing too much of that girl.
It's my own affair.
See? Subconsciously you use the right word. Affair.
Pop, we're in love.
You are also a married man.
Dolly and I haven't lived together for years.
We're very much in love with Dolly. You still are.
I'm not. It's over.
You've missed her.
I don't want to discuss it. Man has a right to his privacy.
Oh, you've been discreet so far. You haven't been seen in public. But you know the reporters in this town, nothing escapes them for too long.
Yes, I know.
Dolly went off the deep end because she couldn't get used to the idea of your importance and the demands on your time.
I don't want to talk about Dolly.
Well, do you want a woman you can hide somewhere and visit just as your schedule permits?
You don't know how far off base you are, Pop. I need this girl.
Marv, I wouldn't care if you were just another politician. But you're not. You could go all the way. Now, don't throw away the main chance. Don't give up everything because...
Well, I guess that's how you know you're in love. I am willing to give up everything.
Everything. In poetry, it's all very well to say the world is well lost for love. But is it? Men have given up all the world for love, and that's usually the last we know about them. Have they regretted it? Who knows? If we are unable to feel another's pain, how can we hope to partake in his delight? Senator Prentice will or will not give up the world when I return in just a few moments with Act 3. His name is Marvin Hale Prentice. She is Valerie Crestin. Until a few months ago, neither was aware of the other. How could they be? She was an underground poet in a Central European dictatorship. He, a United States senator. And yet, it seemed as if every thought in her mind was directed at him. How? Why? Does it matter? Right now, they're very much aware of each other, very much attracted to each other. And if the situation is fraught with peril, as some people might put it, well, love laughs at tomorrow. After all, love always burns brightest today.
I want to know everything about you.
Oh, no. My life has been dull compared to yours.
No. I see what you do in your job. It's exciting.
It's safe. It has no real challenges. You lived with danger every day.
I don't recommend it, Marvin.
To risk arrest every day, to fight against odds.
Please, you mustn't make a heroine out of me.
But you are. You're the most exciting woman I've ever met.
But you do have a wife.
Yes, Dolly. I knew about you before we met. Did you know about me?
I must have known about you. There was a name somewhere in my mind. I didn't know the name, but it was there. It must have been there. Just as so many thoughts remain just beyond the edge of our understanding. But this name struggled to reveal itself to me. And the initials came forth.
What's to become of us?
Oh, I have yet to learn how to live with thoughts of tomorrow.
We'll have a tomorrow. I intend to divorce my wife, marry you, and retire from public life.
Oh, no.
Why not?
I can't let you give up everything for me.
What am I giving up? All I want is you.
Perhaps we shouldn't see each other again.
What are you saying?
I can't understand why.
You know, you're the strangest girl I ever met. Everything about us. It's so hard to understand. And yet, it's so simple. I only know that I love you. Do you love me?
Yes. But...
Once you say yes, you don't have to say but. Hello?
Marvin.
What is it, Pop?
I have to see you.
Why?
Well, I'd rather not say on the phone. Will you be there for half an hour?
No, I have to go to see Dolly.
Dolly?
Yes, I want to see if I can get through to her. See if I can make her understand that the two of us are finished.
No, Marvin, don't do anything just yet.
Now, look, Pop, I think I know my own business.
There's something you should know about Valerie.
I know everything I want to know about her.
This could change your attitude.
Nothing could ever change my attitude.
Why not hear me out?
And it's none of your business.
And why not listen and judge?
I'll be home at 5 this afternoon. How are you, Dolly?
Oh, I have a way to go yet, but I finally stopped fighting it.
What were you fighting?
Oh, you know. It's a terrible thing to be a great man's wife. There's so little in it for a woman.
Well, I'm not a great man.
Oh, but you will be in the next few years. I always felt it. I saw it coming before you did. I didn't want to give you up to the world. The doctors may have long and involved names for it, but what I was doing was having tantrums.
Now, Dolly, it's not that simple.
Why isn't it? Of course, if we'd had children...
I'm glad you feel this way, Dolly, because I came here to tell you...
You came here to tell me you love me. I know.
But
You don't have to say any more. What you just said is all I need. I'm not out of the woods yet. I have good days and bad. This is one of my better days. Tomorrow might be a disaster.
Dolly, listen.
There isn't all that much to say. With your help, darling, the bad days will become fewer and fewer. And soon they'll be gone for good.
Dolly.
I can't make it back without you. I just can't. I need you, darling. Tell me you love me. Tell me.
I've been asking some questions along the line. Now, Valerie's father is Dr. Royal Starrick, the agricultural scientist.
I know that.
Right after Valerie was arrested, he was arrested.
So?
And right after Valerie escaped, he was released.
All right. What else?
Why is Valerie here?
Because she escaped from prison.
Do you know that in the entire history of the present Doriage government, not one single solitary prisoner ever escaped from their jails?
What are you driving at?
A deal. They say to her, we let it appear that you escaped. Go after Senator Prentice.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, of course she doesn't want to do it. I'll say that for her. But they say, do it, or it's Papa who pays. The girl has no choice.
But she loves me.
That doesn't matter. They're spinning a web around you. Can't you see it?
I refuse to believe it.
You refuse to face it. Hey, where are you going? Marvin! Marvin! Come back here!
Yes. Yes, it's true.
Oh.
That's what I agreed to do, but when I met you, everything was different.
You what?
I fell in love with you.
Do you expect me to believe it?
Yes, if you love me.
How could you do this to me? I tried to help your country. I believe in what your people are fighting for. I believe it's my fight, too. How could you betray me?
I'm human. It meant saving my father. And when I met you, I fell in love with you. But I've taken care of everything.
I could be ruined.
Everything is taken care of.
What's wrong with you? Why are you so pale?
Because I've taken care of everything.
What does that mean?
It means nothing.
Who are you?
I am Celesti. I'm with the Doriage Embassy. Let me show you why you will not vote against the trade bill.
Just a minute.
Photos of you entering this building and leaving. Photos of you and Miss V.K. Creston here in this room. There's nothing personal in this, believe me. I'm prepared to hand these photos to you or to the press. Tell me my course of action. The choice is yours.
No, the choice is mine.
I don't think you have anything to say.
And I have chosen.
You're a fool. You know what will happen to your father?
My father is dead. I learned this from the underground.
Valerie, don't. Where'd you get that gun? You can't just shoot him.
I told you. I would take care of everything.
Valerie, don't.
Well, that's for me. And that's for my father.
Valerie,
Take the papers.
They'll arrest you.
The pictures. Leave here, quickly.
No, I'm staying with you.
You can't, because I won't be here. I'll be gone.
Valerie.
It's a little pill. All of us in the underground carry one, and it works quickly, pleasantly.
I'll call a doctor.
No, it's too late. And it was the only way. I said I'd fix everything.
Oh, darling, lie quietly. Maybe I can still call.
Talk to me. Tell me. Answer me. Must hope perish? Must hope perish?
No, my darling. No.
It was a sensation. The great underground poet of the oppressed country who killed the hated minister of justice and then took her own life. The senator? Oh, we may yet hear from him on the national scene, especially since his attractive wife is such a campaign asset. I'll be back in just a moment. Must hope perish? Never. Never as long as there are those who dare to speak and those who are brave enough to listen. And every minute of the day, there are voices, silent voices, calling for help. And sometimes, if we listen closely, we can hear them. Our cast included Hugh Marlowe, Marion Seldes, Ian Martin, E.V. Juster, and Robert Dryden. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. And what is your pleasure this time? Let me fill your cup. 2 icy fingers of terror, add equal parts of mystery and suspense, and top with a dash of the unknown. Settle back and sip, and we shall consider the wisdom of the ancient Tibetan sage Ao Chang. One day a disciple asked, "Master, is the book of each man's life written by himself or by the immortal gods?" And the Holy One replied, "By both. The gods write only 2 pages, the first and the last. Man writes all the others himself." And if the Master has spoken truly, perhaps each of us might stop to consider what he has written now and then. Our story this time deals with the page before the last in the book of a young lady's life.
One moment, Sergeant.
Yes, what is it?
I intend to kill you.
What? Put down that pistol.
Well, certainly. After I've fired it.
You can't kill a police officer in broad daylight and hope to get away with it.
Oh, I'm sure I can.
Just a minute.
No, it won't do you any good to rush me. I can squeeze this trigger faster than you can move.
Stop!
Why don't people believe me?
Our mystery drama, The Weavers of Death, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Mandel Kramer. Here is Eleanor Brody walking down the street on a quiet, sunny Saturday morning, on her way to Frank's Market to buy a packet of special British breakfast tea. Golden-haired, green-eyed, willowy Eleanor. You'd never take her for 32. She looks at least 10 years younger. But that doesn't matter anymore. She'll never see 33. Tall, attractive Eleanor Brody is about to become a statistic. And as Eleanor enters Frank's Market, Frank himself is at the register. Bald and chubby, good-natured Frank. And he's about to become a statistic, too. And, waiting to pay for her purchases, elderly Mrs. August Asuyuk. Soon she will also be a statistic. Look through the window. A car has just pulled up. A thin, very pale young man steps out. His right hand is in his jacket pocket. He is headed for the store. For lack of a better name, let us call him a maker of statistics.
Where's it all gonna end, huh, Frank? I was talking to the mister just last night. He says we'll have to learn how to live on air. Wait a second, Frank, I forgot. Some chocolate for my little granddaughter. I'll go get it.
All right, hold it. Hold it now. Don't move. It's a sticker. Shut up. Shut up. Step away from that register there, Baldy. And you, Blondie. Blondie, stand next to him.
Don't shoot us, please.
I said shut up.
I have children. Grandchildren.
I told you to shut your mouth.
He's going to kill us. I can see it in his eyes. Murderer! Assassin! Ubийца! Ubийца!
I said shut up. Shut up, all of you.
No, we got nothing on it. It was a stick-up, and it's a new breed of punk. The old-time guys, they'd at least let you live. These crumbs, you don't give them the money, they kill you. You do give them the money, they kill you. Yeah, I know you gotta print something, but well, you can't squeeze blood out of a stone. When I get something, I'll give you something. Well, look who's here.
Hello, Captain Gordon.
Bobby Clifton. What are you doing in this place? It's only for detectives.
You want to see my badge?
How are things in the youth section?
Artie, I want you to give me a temporary transfer back to homicide.
Why?
Those grocery store killings this morning.
Yeah? What would you want with that?
I knew the girl. I knew Eleanor Brody.
Yeah?
We went to school together. This is 10 years ago. We were, well, sort of engaged.
What does that mean, sort of?
It didn't work out.
Oh, why?
Why? I wanted to be a cop, and she couldn't see it.
I've been married 25 years, and my wife still can't see.
Anyway, we decided to break up.
You mean she did?
Mm-hmm. And I never saw her again. But it was yesterday, Friday. I got a phone call. She called me just like that.
Just like that?
It was as if we'd seen each other the day before. She said, Bobby, I must talk to you. Come over to my place tomorrow morning and we'll have breakfast.
That would have been this morning.
Yeah.
So?
Well, I got mad. It was the way she said it, I guess, as if nothing had happened. Like, drop whatever you're doing and come running just because I snapped my fingers.
Yeah, that's how they are, Bobby.
So I said I happened to be tied up, and she said, never mind, forget it.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
It took me nearly all this time to get over her. And I wasn't going to start... Well, I guess I never really got over her. Anyhow, this morning I set out for her apartment. There on the corner I saw the squad cars. Artie, I want to work on this case.
What's to work on, Bobby? Some nervous punk gets trigger-happy. Where do you find him? You don't. But one day, some hood who faces a rap makes a deal for himself by blowing the whistle on a pal.
I want to work on the case, Artie.
I know. You figured if you'd gone there when she asked you, she'd be alive now. And so it's a whole guilty thing.
I should have gone to see her when she called me.
Bobby, it's not gonna help.
I keep thinking about that phone call. She sounded scared.
You're building it up in your head.
She was scared of something. She said, I must talk to you. Not I want to or I'd like to, but I must. Now, why did she say must?
Because she figures she overlooked a good bet 10 years ago.
Artie, I failed her. You have got to let me work on the case.
Work on what? There's nothing to go on. No witnesses, nothing.
Why do you insist that it was an ordinary stick-up?
What else could it be?
Suppose it was something else.
Like what?
Artie, let me work on it.
All right, but don't get in anybody's way.
The old lady, Mrs. Olga Stasiuk. I understand she's still alive.
Just about.
All right. I'll go to the hospital and see her.
Nobody can see her. She's in intensive care.
I'll see her.
I know, Sergeant, this is important for the police, but the patient can't see anyone.
Doctor, she doesn't have to see me. I just want to see her.
You mean you just want to look at her? Why?
The nurse says she keeps muttering something. Now, perhaps I can catch a word or two.
Oh, all right. As long as she isn't disturbed. It's funny how things are interrelated, Sergeant.
What's that, Doctor?
These two women, the young one who died and Mrs. Stasiuk, who may not live out the day. Now, the younger one, Miss Brody, her name was, she was here about a week ago.
What for?
Well, it was midnight. She couldn't reach her own doctor, so she came to emergency.
Why?
Well, it seems she had a very serious skin irritation all over her arms and back.
What caused it?
I don't know. she didn't want to stay for tests, so we gave her something for superficial relief. And she probably consulted her own physician the next day, and here she is, in the hospital again, but this time in the morgue. Oh, but you want to see Mrs. Stasiuk.
Oh, pizza. Glass. Rosavi. Rosa. Volos. Calvin.
Well, what do you make of that?
She seems to be trying to say something.
Poor woman. She can't seem to form the words.
Maybe not the English words. It's a foreign language.
It doesn't sound like anything at all to me.
Her name is Stasiuk. Olga Stasiuk. Now, it could be Russian or Polish. Doctor, I've got to come back here again with a tape recorder.
And you'd better hurry. She's getting weaker.
So, what does all that give you?
It's Russian, Artie. Russian.
Well, what does that mean?
Look, there's an Orthodox church around the corner. It turns out to be her church. The priest says the tape is hard to understand, that he can make out some of it.
Well, what's she saying?
She's trying to describe a killer. That word, ubitsa, or something like that, that means assassin, murderer. And he could be an albino.
What?
She uses the word for pink. A word like rosabi, in connection with eyes and hair. And there's one key word. Calvin, I think. It could either be the killer's name...
Well, are there any local punks named Calvin?
Or, more likely, it's the Russian word Kalbin or Khalbin, which means albino, or a guy with real light-colored hair and eyes.
Whitey.
That's right. Whitey Barrows.
It can't be.
Why not?
Because, as far as we know, Whitey's a hitman for some of the biggest mobs. He gets 20, 30 grand a contract.
This holdup could have been a contract.
Oh, a little grocery store keeper? Your ex-girlfriend? This elderly Russian lady? To whom are they worth 20, 30 grand?
Look, if it wasn't a contract, what was Whitey doing in on it?
You know the terrible thing here? This Whitey, this $1 million killer, he can just be walking along the street. He needs some loose change. Maybe he's left his money home, so he walks into the first store he sees.
And what's he going to get? $100? Look at how easy he is to describe. He knows he'll have to kill every living soul in the place, all that for $100?
Yeah, Bobby, he would do all that for just $100. That's what we're dealing with. Well, we better pick him up.
Eleanor was in trouble. That's why she called me.
But you don't know that.
Whitey was paid to kill her and to make it look as if she's the accidental victim of an ordinary stick-up. He works it that way. And just killed 2 other people.
Okay, so now you tell me why she was marked and by who.
I don't know.
Look, maybe she was running around with Whitey and she might have done something he didn't like.
Yes, like what?
Well, I don't know like what. Maybe like phoning you, for instance.
Yes?
Dora Hastings?
Yes.
I'm a police detective. May I come in?
Oh, of course, please do.
Thank you.
It's about Eleanor, isn't it? I've already talked to some other officers.
You were her roommate?
Yes, I still can't believe it. I mean, here was a girl with everything to live for. The breaks were really starting to come her way.
What breaks?
You name it, all of them. She'd finally broken into the design field. She got that great consulting job with Wainwright.
Yes?
And she was getting married. Yeah, she grew up at last. She figured it was time to put out the torch.
The torch?
Oh, some fellow she'd gone to school with years ago. They had an argument over something or other, and that was it. For years, maybe she thought he might call her, but he didn't. Can you believe a thing like that?
Yes.
So she settled for the boss's nephew at Wainwright. Can you imagine settle for Lester Crane?
Settled for a guy who has either 30 or 40 million dollars? But that's how she put it. She was one of a kind, that girl.
Tell me, recently, did she seem upset about anything?
Well, yes, I would say so.
Can you tell me what it was?
I don't know. I asked her and she said it was just nerves.
What reason would there be for nerves, as she put it?
Well, that's what I could never understand. She was sitting on top of the world, yet she was terrified.
Terrified? It's a pretty strong word.
It is. She was terrified.
Well, weren't you concerned?
I was. But if she made up her mind not to tell you anything, you couldn't shake her.
Yes, I know.
You know? Well, how would you know that?
Oh, I know girls like that. Now, you have no idea what could have caused her to be so frightened.
No. Besides, does it matter anymore? She's dead.
Try to remember everything you can about her being frightened. Just how bad was it?
Do you want to know? Last week, she got up in the middle of the night. She couldn't sleep. She was irritated.
Irritated by what?
Her body was irritated.
What?
You know, you can get skin rashes from nervousness and tension. She called for a cab and went right to the hospital.
And then?
She came back the next morning. She was better. Anyhow, she seemed different.
In what way?
Quiet. She was quieter, calmer. Actually, she would keep muttering the same thing.
What same thing?
I have no idea. It sounded like EL-77.
EL-77? What's that?
I can't figure it out. She just keeps saying it the way people do when something bothers them.
Well, didn't you ask her what it meant?
Well, yes. And she told me right off to forget it.
EL-77?
Well, I don't even know if that's right. It just sounded something like that. Well, yesterday she said, there's only one man in the world who can help me. She was going to call this fellow and ask him to come see her.
Did she say who?
No, I was in the other room when she called him. And I guess he must have turned her down because she said later, it doesn't matter now. And then... Well, and then this morning... Well, I hope I was able to help you.
Help me?
Yes. What I told you. Does it help you?
No, Miss Hastings. I'm afraid it doesn't help me at all.
How can it help when you know that if you had accepted an old friend's invitation to breakfast, she might still be alive? How does it help to know, when it's too late, that both your lives might have been different? Was that stick-up merely a covering device for her deliberate murder? I'll return shortly with Act 2. The world should turn on love and understanding. Instead, it seems to be spun by vanity and pride. So many people could prevent so many problems. Indeed, could alter the very shape and direction of their lives if they could only talk freely and openly and honestly at the right time. 10 years ago, obviously, Eleanor Brody and Bob Clifton couldn't do it. And today, she has been killed during what appeared to be a grocery store robbery. And he is the detective investigating the case.
Sit down, Sergeant.
I'm sorry to disturb you at a time like this, Mr. Crane.
I understand.
You were Miss Brody's fiancé.
Yes, I was.
Tell me, did she seem to be upset recently?
Upset? Why should she be upset?
Oh, Sergeant, this is my uncle, James Wainwright.
I was told there was a police officer in the house. What can we do for you?
I want to ask a few questions.
Yeah? Why?
Uncle Jim, it should be obvious why.
It isn't obvious to me, and besides, I didn't ask you. After all, what is there to ask? She was killed in a holdup, wasn't she? Well, officer, wasn't she?
That's right.
It was an unfortunate coincidence. Her past life had nothing to do with it. She would have been killed in any event. Therefore, the police have no reason to pry into the affairs of private citizens. Don't you agree, sir?
Well, perhaps if it were just a holdup.
What do you mean, if? What else could it have been?
A way of covering up her murder?
You can't be serious.
Oh, yes, I am. And that's why I'm here, to ask some questions.
Well, how could we possibly help you?
I don't know.
Well, if this is a fishing expedition, you've come to the wrong stream. I will answer no questions unless my attorney is present.
Uncle Jim, the man is just trying to do his
That's
job.
That's enough out of you two, Lester.
Mr. Wainwright, I'm investigating a murder. I need information on the background of Miss Brody. It's immaterial to me whether I get my answers here or down at headquarters.
I don't like your attitude. I'll have you know the commissioner's an intimate friend of mine.
Uncle, let's get this over with.
All right. Well, what do you want to know?
Miss Brody, did she seem upset lately?
Well...
No. Not at all. Why do you ask?
Her roommate says she was.
Oh? Well, upset after all. You know women, they get nervous as their wedding day approaches.
I don't mean that kind of nervous. I mean terrified.
Well, yes, she might have been terrified.
Of what?
Of her approaching responsibility. She was marrying very far above her station in life.
Now, Uncle Jim, you shouldn't talk like that.
Why not? It's true. She was a poor girl, and my company, which one day will be this young man's, has assets of $50 million.
What is your company, sir?
Wainwright Associates.
What does Wainwright Associates do?
Oh, you can't be serious.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We import textiles, all kinds of textiles from all over the world.
Yes?
And we sell them to various manufacturers.
I see. And Miss Brody's position?
She was a designer. We maintain a design service for many of our clients.
Well, that should end the inquisition.
Tell me, would either of you be aware of a man with a very light complexion, almost no coloring at all?
Why do you ask?
It's important to our investigation.
No, I'm aware of no such person.
Mr. Crane?
No.
I have a question.
Yes?
My nephew here, Lester Crane, he gave Miss Brody a great many gifts. Are they recoverable?
Uncle Jim, how can we talk about that now?
These things have to be faced, Lester. Now, Sergeant, what procedure do we follow?
Well, it seemed to me that your attorney could advise you. Those gifts were her property. They'd belong to her estate.
Well, I'm thinking in particular of things that belong to Wainwright and Company, some designs and clothes, especially a sweater that's a new model.
You'd have to discuss that down at headquarters.
Well, sir, if you have no further questions...
I have no further questions at this time.
Yeah, Captain Gordon. Yes, there may be a break on those murders. But so far we got nothing to give out. Look, Charlie, things are rough all over. Bobby, what have you got?
Sore feet, Captain.
Well, you did want to investigate some murders. Where are we?
The roommate says she was scared stiff.
Yeah, we had that yesterday. And old Wainwright says she was just normally nervous about getting married, and nobody cares what young Lester says because he doesn't count. Is that how it still adds up?
So far. Now, how about Whitey?
Whitey is safe and snug and warm in a rat hole somewhere.
Well, he can't hide forever. I'll get him if it takes the rest of my life.
That's no way for a smart cop to work. There can't be anything personal in it.
This whole thing is personal. If I'd had breakfast with her, she'd still be alive.
But what does that do to your theory? If she was marked, they would have gotten her another time. Yeah, homicide, Captain Gordon.
Oh, Captain, this is Dr. Sparrow. There's a detective with you who's investigating that grocery store holdup.
Oh, yeah, Sergeant Clifton. Hold on, Doctor. Bobby, it's Dr. Sparrow at General Hospital.
Sergeant Clifton.
Oh, Sergeant, I know you people are very busy, and this is probably nothing.
Well, let me judge that, Doctor.
Well, I mean, on the face of it, I wouldn't even think that there's any significance.
Well, you must have some reason for calling me.
Well, you remember, Sergeant, when you were in the hospital and we were listening to the poor old Russian lady? She's no better, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I remember we were saying how things were interrelated.
Yes?
And that Miss Brody had been in here a week before she died, was killed, because of a severe skin irritation.
Yes, I remember.
Well, she has a roommate, Miss Dora Hastings. Miss Hastings is here now, with the same skin irritation. But Does it mean anything? I mean, from a police point of view, or am I wasting your time?
I'll be right there.
Actually, she came in last night. She's much better now. We've treated her. She can go home tomorrow.
What caused it, Doctor?
Well, it's a sweater.
A sweater?
Probably the most beautiful sweater I've ever seen. Such brilliant color, lovely design, but...
But what?
Oh, there must be something in the dye. It seems to have a very strong alkali base. It can give a lot of trouble, especially to people with sensitive skin.
Hello, Miss Hastings.
Oh, am I in trouble with the law?
Why should you be in trouble with the law?
For taking the sweater.
I don't know anything about that.
I've been punished enough. Take it back. Put it with all her things. I don't want it.
Why don't you tell me about it?
I knew something would happen to me.
What?
I never stole anything in my life. So the first time I weakened. And what did I take? I didn't try to steal any of her jewelry or anything that was really valuable. I just took the sweater.
The sweater?
Well, who'd miss it or know anything about it? I couldn't resist it. It's so pretty. So look at what happens, my arms. Certain people, and I'm one of them, should never steal. Please, take it back to the apartment.
All right, now you decided to take the sweater.
I wore it when I went shopping and out to dinner. And then a couple of hours later, I felt as if my whole body were on fire. Say, that's what must have happened to Eleanor the night she had to come here. She'd worn the sweater, too.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
And where did she get the sweater?
She brought it home from the office. It's one she designed.
You mind if I take it?
Please.
Hey, Bobby. There was a phone call for you.
From whom?
Well, it was about you. It seems that Wainwright had a court order to go to the Brody girl's place and pick up some designs that belong to the firm.
So?
Yeah, so they claim something's missing.
What?
The sweater.
What kind of sweater?
Come on, you know what kind of sweater. The sweater you were supposed to bring back from the hospital. The one that the roommate borrowed.
That sweater?
And where is it?
In my locker.
What kind of game are you playing, Bobby?
If they want it back, I'll bring it back.
Bobby, you're trying to pull a fast one, but this Wainwright has got a lot of clout.
Why did they want the sweater?
Because it's their property.
Sure, but when I was at the house, the old man started this song and dance about recovering some gifts and stuff. It was all a cover.
For what?
For the sweater.
Why would they want that sweater? Huh? From what I hear, it's already given 2 girls fits. Sure is a hard luck sweater. Yeah, still, they want it and it belongs to them, so?
So, I'll bring it back.
Bobby, do I know everything that's going on?
No. You only know as much as I do.
You'll personally hand-deliver that sweater?
Of course.
Yes?
I'd like to see Mr. Lester Crane. Police?
Oh, wow. You don't look like a cop.
No, why not?
You're too cute.
Did you know Eleanor Brody, Miss,
Carter. Melba Carter.
Miss Carter?
Oh, sure. We both come here about the same week 9 years ago. We both sat at the same desk. She went up. All the way up. She even got the boss's nephew.
Tell me, did she seem nervous lately?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry to say I was so jealous of her I couldn't really see straight. Poor kid. What good did it do her?
Did some man ever come around to see her, a man with a very light complexion?
A guy? Here? Oh, no. Why would she want to ruin the world's greatest setup? If there was a guy on the side, he was kept out of sight.
Would you tell Mr. Crane that I'm here, please?
Don't you want to ask me any more questions?
Maybe later.
Thank you, Sergeant.
It's a beautiful sweater. I've never seen such brilliant colors and the design.
Yes, sir. Well, it's...
I'm sorry there was this misunderstanding. I had intended to return it on my way to work.
It's all right. Look, I want to apologize for my uncle. He lives in a world of his own.
I understand.
He belongs to another time, another place.
Mm-hmm. You were Eleanor's fiancé.
What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking out loud.
Yes, I was her fiancé, and, well, I owed her so much. You see, because of her, I stood up to my uncle. He was opposed to our getting married.
Why?
Why? He wouldn't need a reason. He's so contrary. And, well, I always yielded to his judgment, but not this time. Yes?
Mr. Crane, there's been an inquiry concerning EL-77.
EL-77?
And you told me that...
EL-77?
And you told me you'd handle everything there yourself, so I...
Place that call on hold, and I'll pick it up very soon. Sergeant, is there anything else you want to know? I have some very important things to
No, I've taken up enough of your time. Goodbye, Mr. Crane.
EL-77. Once again, a combination of letters and numbers. And what do they mean? One thing is certain. They have the power to make people nervous. First, Eleanor Brody, and now Lester Crane. EL-77. A simple arrangement of innocent-looking letters and numbers. Well, any arrangement of letters and numbers can look innocent. Consider E equals MC squared. I'll be back, hopefully in just a few moments with Act Two. As the poet said, the saddest words of tongue and pen are these: it might have been. Bob Clifton thinks of what might have been with Eleanor Brody. 10 years ago, they were too proud, too immature perhaps, to know how to make love endure. Now the only thing that Bob can do for Eleanor is try to bring her killer to justice.
No, Bob.
Why not?
Because you can get into more trouble than you ever thought existed.
Is that all you ever think about, getting into trouble?
Besides, it's wrong.
Why, Artie? Why is it wrong?
Because, Bobby, you proposed to use a human decoy. That girl can be killed.
How? If we have it staked out? All we want him to do is show himself, then we bag him.
On what charge?
He's been identified as the killer in the grocery store holdup.
How? And by whom? The old lady died last night. What you've got are the delirious mumblings on a tape recorder. Come on. A smart lawyer could kill it. He's got to do more than just show himself. He has to come after her. We have to prove intent to murder.
What do you want? The smoking pistol? By then it's too late.
Not the smoking pistol, but the pistol. He has to be caught in the act of trying to gun her down. And that's cutting it too close.
Not if we have him covered.
It's too risky. Too much can go wrong.
It's the only way.
Bobby, I don't want to hear any more about it.
You don't have to do it, Miss Hastings.
But I want to.
It could be very dangerous.
I don't care. It's the least I can do for Eleanor.
I shouldn't ask you to do it either. It's just that I have to get that killer.
I understand.
Let me make a confession, Miss Hastings.
You don't have to.
I'm the man Eleanor spoke to last Friday.
I knew that.
You knew? How?
Oh, woman's intuition, maybe. But you had to be the man. Do you want me to make that call now?
Yes. And say exactly what I told you.
Hello?
Mr. Wainwright?
Yes?
Mr. Wainwright, I must talk with you.
Who are you?
I have certain information
What is this?
concerning EL-77.
What? What did you say?
You heard what I said.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Make me an offer.
Offer? To do what?
Well, not to go to the police, for instance.
Oh, I see. Is that how it is?
Yes, that's how it is.
Well, let me think about it.
You don't have any time. I'm leaving the country tonight.
I'd like to travel first class, if you know what I mean. See you in an hour,
Could you make that 2 hours?
but no longer.
And, the address?
18 Stevens Court.
It sounds familiar.
It should. I'm her roommate.
Anyone moving up the street?
Not yet. Now, you're sure this is the only entrance to the building?
Yes, he couldn't get in any other way.
All right. He has to come up the street. Walk in the front door. Come up the stairs, knock on your door. Now, don't stand near the doorway. He might shoot through it. Leave the door unlocked. When he knocks, you say, "Come in, it's open." When he walks in, I'll be ready for him. And keep out of sight.
Look, down the street. Is that someone coming?
Stand by the side of the window. If that's our boy, don't let him see you.
Well, I know Mr. Wainwright. It isn't him.
No, it wouldn't be Mr. Wainwright. It would be an employee of his. I can't see too well in this dark, but I'm sure that it's...
It's who?
The man who killed Eleanor.
Oh, it's so quiet. You can almost hear his footsteps. Wait. There are men getting out of those cars. Look!
Hold it, Whitey! Freeze!
Artie, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I had the place staked out.
Why?
To save your neck. I knew you'd try to get Whitey to show himself. I wasn't going to let him come up to the apartment.
But you've killed him. How can we tie him to Wainwright?
Bobby, it was the only thing we could do.
Well, hello.
Oh, you're the cop who called on Mr. Crane, the cute one. Everything squared away?
Yes, I guess so. I was headed for your office.
Oh, so am I.
Look, maybe you could do something for me.
Well, why not?
This is a package of some papers that we found in Miss Brody's apartment. Some of them look like business things, and we want to return them to the company. Could you save me the trip?
Okay. It's a nice day for a walk, though, isn't it?
I don't even know if they're important, but I figured perhaps...
What does the average cop do on his day off?
Some of them are just notes. And there's a number that I noticed. It says EL77. What does EL77 mean?
It's a lot number.
A lot?
Yeah, it would mean a European lot EL, and the number 77 means 7.7 million yards.
That's quite a number of yards.
Yeah, pretty good sized, even for us. It's a hush-hush thing.
What do you mean?
I don't know. The only people who know anything about it are Lester Crane and the old man.
Well, where is it?
Where? The warehouse, I guess. Hey, do you work every day in the week?
Look, thank you very much, and this is a favor. Bye.
Hey, come back here. You forgot... He wants me to deliver a package, and he forgets to give me the package. Some cop. He's cute, though.
I'm sorry to bother you again, Doctor.
Oh, it's all right.
That sweater, the one Miss Hastings wore, and we know now that Miss Brody wore it, too. You said something about the dye.
Yes, I sent a few strands to the lab. We have a very extensive allergy clinic here. It's a very good wool, but I'm afraid it's ruined for any kind of wear.
Why?
The dye. It's a strange one, probably foreign. It isn't any of the known dyes used here. There's a very strong alkali content.
If the manufacturer knew the dye had such a strong irritant quality, why would he use it?
Well, maybe he didn't know, or maybe he thought he could get away with it.
Doctor, suppose you knew where a whole lot of this material was. What would happen to it?
Oh, I'm sure it could be condemned. Any federal, state, or city health department or Bureau of Standards would take it right off the market.
Thank you, Doctor.
Do you think this sweater has to do with those murders?
I don't mind telling you, Sergeant, I'm not in the habit of receiving the police at this hour of the night.
I'm here on official business, Mr. Wainwright.
Indeed. Well, then why not conduct it during business hours?
I have here a few strands of a wool material.
Where did you get that?
From a certain sweater.
Oh. Well, what's that to me?
This sweater was a sample. It was to be duplicated and sent out to Wainwright customers to show the brilliant colors that were a part of a certain imported lot.
How dare you pry into the business of my company?
European lot 77. The dye in it makes the material unfit for human clothing.
That is a lie.
Is it? If inspectors were to examine lot number 77 in your warehouse, Mr. Wainwright, what would happen?
Excuse me, I have a document here in my desk which will explain everything. Let me see now. Yes, here it is. All right, put up your hands. No, don't reach for your gun.
You can't get away with
this. Well,
this.
I'll just have to.
Uncle Jim, what do you do?
Lester, he has a gun in his belt holster. Reach around. Get it. Now, I warn you, Sergeant. Don't try anything.
But, Uncle,
just
you
do as I
can't-
tell you. You want to go bankrupt? End in jail? That's it. Just remove it. Now, hold on to that gun.
Well, what are you going to do with him?
Kill him.
Oh, no!
I just explained the alternative.
That's right, Lester. He has to kill me just as he killed Eleanor.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, he didn't kill her. He hired a thug to do it.
No, she was killed in a holdup.
In what looked like a holdup. You see, she knew about EL 77 too, and she
That's enough.
She wanted you to destroy it.
I know, but how could we do that, huh? We would have lost millions.
She said she'd go to the police, didn't she?
No, she only said she'd break the engagement.
But your uncle couldn't trust her.
Lester, we're wasting time.
You can't keep killing people, Mr. Wainwright.
Uncle Jim, there can't be any killing.
There's already been killing. Your uncle had Eleanor murdered.
Don't listen to him.
Sergeant, look, we have to get rid of that cloth. It's wrong, I know, but if we don't, we'll go broke. Eleanor couldn't understand that, so she walked out on me. But she would have come back afterward, except that she was killed in that store.
No. Wainwright killed her. He knew she'd turn you in.
Don't you see what he's trying to do?
What? Why do we have to kill him?
What else is there?
Why can't we have an understanding? Sergeant, there's a way out of this. There must be.
No. The only way is for me to take Mr. Wainwright and book him for the murder of Eleanor Brody.
And you're going to let him do that?
I can't.
Go ahead, Lester. Ask him. Ask him if he killed her.
Uncle, did you...
What else could be done, you fool? We'd have all gone to the jailhouse first and the poorhouse second.
Did you kill her?
Yes, I killed her. I hired a man to kill her. I had to. You weren't man enough to kill her yourself.
You killed her!
Lester!
My uncle?
I'm afraid he's dead.
I hope I die, too.
I'll call an ambulance.
Please. I have to tell you this first. I just shot him to prove something to you.
To me? Why?
Because she told me everything about her past. That she'd always be in love with a man named Bobby Clifton. That's you, isn't it?
Yes, that's me.
Well, you see, I killed him because she finally made a man out of me. She taught me how to stand up to him. And I did. Didn't I, Bobby?
Yes. Yes, Lester. You did.
The old man is dead. The nephew recovered. Lot EL-77 was destroyed. It would be nice to report that Bobby married Dora Hastings and Lester married Melba, but we're not in business to tie up neat little packages. All we have done is open up the book of someone's life, glanced at a page, and returned it to the shelf, as I shall be returned to you in just a few moments. It is written, every man is a weaver, and on his loom he weaves his life. But the colors and the design are not created by the skill of his hands. Rather do they spring forth from from the beauty of his heart. We are also weavers, weavers of spells, and we hope you will join us 7 times each week and enjoy our designs. Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Bob Caliban, Joe Silver, Bryna Rayburn, and Catherine Byers. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. In his immortal Comedy of Manners, William Congreve wrote, "Heaven hath no rage like love to hatred turned, nor hell a fury like a woman scorned." That was over 200 years ago. Have matters changed in the intervening centuries? Judge for yourself in this story, which happens today.
Mark. What is it, dear?
I thought you were sound asleep. All those pills.
Something woke me for the moment. I don't know why. I came alive so suddenly. Some alarm bell in me.
Which will never ring. You're not going to be alive.
What are you doing with that pillow?
Playing Othello to your Desdemona, my love.
No, Mark. You can't be serious. It's all just...
Yet I'll not shed your blood, nor scar that whiter skin of yours than snow. Yet you must die. Put out the light, and then put out the light. If I can quench thee... No more moving. Still as the grave. My wife. My wife.
Our mystery drama, Hell Hath No Fury, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars William Redfield. Mark Stanton and Emily Lawrence. The Wedding of a Decade. The first, a shining light of the classical theater. The second, a new, fresh, and lovely star of the screen who transcended any picture she illuminated. A public romance shared avidly by the fans that ranks with Romeo and Juliet, Eloise and Abelard, Desdemona and Othello, and which is destined to end as tragically. But to start a story, one must have a beginning, not an ending. So let's go back a few days before Emily Lawrence's sudden and tragic death. Back to a meeting between Emily's half-sister, Elspeth Whitmore, and Mark Stanton.
But who the devil? All right, doll, you better get your clothes on and be ready to scoot. I'll give you the high sign. Hand me my gown, will you? Whoever it is, they aren't going to quit. Thanks, baby. it's you. Where did you get a key, Elspeth?
One of the privileges of the family, even a half-sister.
Well, come in. Why ring the bell when you have a key?
I wanted to give you time to, put your robe on.
Well, I was just trying to snatch 40 winks.
Oh, do I know her? Didn't she used to go under the name of Tiger Tilly, the jungle cat?
Funny, very funny.
Not to me, or would it be to my sister? Now get rid of her, Mark. I want to talk to you. I will be in the living room on the phone, my back to the door, pretending your matinee curtain isn't coming down early. But don't think I won't sneak a look at what's your style this month, brother-in-law. B. Elspeth, anything stirring? Oh, how much? No, that's too low. They've got to come up with 700. Well, let them stew on it. I'll be back in the office soon. Huh? Oh, wait a sec. No. No, I was just looking at a would-be rising star. Listen, if there's anything urgent, I'm at my sister's apartment. It's listed under Mark Stanton on the Rolodex, but it's still my sister's apartment. Bye.
Well, Elspeth, to what do I owe this rather surprising early afternoon visit? I thought agents were always busy during lunch hours.
Sorry to disappoint you. We take a breather now and then. Don't you ever?
What does that mean?
Oh, didn't I surprise you hard at work?
Now, look, Eleanor brought me a new treatment she wanted me to see.
I'll bet she did.
A screen treatment, a script.
Okay, Casanova. It's enough banter. Are we alone in this joint now?
Oh, don't tell me you want to open old books between us.
No, this is a new one. We closed the other when you married my sister.
Half-sister.
Do you have to rub it in? I'm plain, flat-chested, and no hard hat ever whistled at my legs, but I still have brains.
Who needs them when you have Emily's 36, 24, 36, and even the members of the Union League Club look up from the Wall Street Journal when she moves by?
Mark, sit down. I'm about to kick your feet from under you.
What are you talking about?
It's a pity you met me before Emily, isn't it, Mark? And needed me.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, without an agent and one who cared, you were nothing but a stud. If I hadn't nursed and supported you through speech lessons, singing lessons, small parts, and nothing out of town
Now,
theaters...
damn you, I may not have had much education, but I always had talent.
Oh, I'll grant you that. But you're lazy. And once you met Emily and knew she had all the looks and all the money, it was time to drop me. But don't forget Emily's money comes from being a film star. And I made her that.
Let's forget past history.
Mark, since I came back from Europe, I've been going over Emily's financial position.
But what right have you to...
I happen to be her manager as well as her agent. And I don't like what I see. Emily has never made more in her life. You have never spent more.
We have a front to keep up as two reigning stars.
Hogwash. You're a successful ham who draws suburban ladies with delusions of culture and dreams of vicarious God knows what to the theater. You make peanuts compared to Emily and spend the kind of money she makes.
A temporary loan or two. I have some pictures in the works.
Oh, come on, Mark. You couldn't draw flies to a movie theater even in an exploitation film. So, I have talked it over with Emily, and as Harry Truman used to say, the buck stops here.
What does that mean?
I'm putting Emily on an allowance, enough to take care of her needs. You can handle the apartment and the rest. But no more play money, little boy. And that's only the beginning. The next thing I'm going after is her will, the one that leaves everything to you. If anything should ever happen to my sister, I can think of better causes for her estate to serve than Mark Stanton, the heel of ham. In the elevator, all my efforts to stay calm and unruffled meeting Mark again dissipated into thin air. Thank heaven I was alone, as my knees turned to water, thinking and dreaming of him as once it had been between us. By the time I reached the ground floor, I knew I needed another session with Madame Erectho.
Why do you imagine you can ever fail? You are one of us. I have always thought one of the strongest in the coven.
I never have doubts except in one area.
Every Achilles has his vulnerable heel. Every witch her own weakness. We must fight always against the world to hold the true faith. Come, daughter. Let us pray together. Draw the drapes while I light the candles. Now, step within the magic circle with me.
Yes. O great Erectho, mother of us all, who crouch in the black shadow of your wings.
I conjure thee, form of the instrument, by Lucifer, prince of darkness, by all the stars which rule by the four elements, that we may obtain by thee the perfect issue of all our desires, which also we seek to perform without evil, without deception. We are answered.
I know what I'm doing is right. Will it turn out that way? Will you read the tarot cards for me?
I am your sister in Satan. I am at your command. Sit down while I shuffle the cards. You know what that means without asking.
The King of Coins.
A sign of ill omen. Was the question asked for yourself?
No. I will ask one for myself now.
Then cut. The Ace of Cups. That is a promise of beauty and fertility.
For me?
Why not? You are young.
Scarcely beautiful. One more question.
One only.
I'm asking it in my mind.
Cut. The card of death. The 9 of Swords.
No. Not my sister. Not my sister.
I love you, Emily.
I love you, Mark. Oh, now I feel relaxed and hungry.
Good, good. Elspeth was around this afternoon.
Here? Why?
Oh, being the big business manager, saying we were spending too much money.
She's smarter than we are about things like that.
Yes, but is she really putting you on a strict allowance?
Well, I guess I'll have to go along with her. She says I'm starting to spend more than I make. Now, how is that possible?
Maybe you need a new business manager.
Oh, nobody would be better than Elspeth. Besides, she's got to make a living, too. And who would I get?
Well, how about me?
Oh, darling, you have no idea of the value of money.
No, when I'm old and penniless, and if in his infinite mercy the man upstairs saves you from looking at me anymore and snatches you upstairs for himself, Elspeth tells me she'll be my guardian.
Well, she does want me to make a new will, and it wouldn't be a bad idea. We're both so stupid about how to handle what we've got. And if anything ever should happen to me...
Oh, darling, please, I was only kidding. Let's get off this.
No, as long as we got on it, I think Elspeth has the right idea. She'd see you didn't throw it all away, so I agreed. I'm going to remake my will on Monday.
Well...
Now, I've got to wash up, and you go tell the cook to get that dinner on the table. I am famished.
Well, that tears it. Elspeth, Emily, one of you has got to go. Now, let's see. Which shall it be? Which can I get away with?
Charming fellow, Mark Stanton. matinee idol for a limited audience of aging women. His main role, Romeo. Although he has been seen with varying success critically as Orlando, Bassanio, Lysander, all Shakespearean lovers. Interesting casting when you think of it. Or as we learn about him. He might have made a better Claudius, of whom his nephew Hamlet said, that one may smile and smile again and be a villain. I'll be back shortly with Act Two. A famous epitaph on a child's grave reads, "It is so soon that I am done for. I wonder what I was begun for." That might apply to this story of Emily Stanton, or at least the plan that is forming in the mind of her husband, Mark.
The problem with murder is not to want to commit it, but how. How to commit it and not be caught. One thing I knew, it would have to be out of the city. And fortunately, we have a place up the Hudson Valley, suitably isolated. Also, by sheer luck, Emily's picture was not shooting that weekend.
Oh, what time is it, Mark? Mark?
Did you call, milady?
Oh, what on earth are you doing up at 5:30 in the morning?
Bringing the woman I adore beyond reason her orange juice. And coffee's on the way.
Oh, you angel. Thanks.
Welcome.
I'm so tired, I don't know how I'm going to make it to the studio today.
I'll call them and tell them you're not well.
No. 2 more days, and I have a whole long 3-day weekend off. I'll bounce back then.
Speaking about the weekend, how about going up to the country?
No, thanks. I want to just slump down here in bed and sleep and rest and hole in like a bear for his winter sleep.
Oh, but darling, it isn't winter, it's spring. And I want to get up to the house.
That long drive.
Well, you see, I'm worried. You know, I've got the hole dug in the fall. I've got to get that sump pump into the cellar before the spring waters flood us again. You can rest up there just as well.
I can rest here, and we can get some men to do the job.
Oh, where were they last fall when we needed them?
Can't we make it next weekend?
Well, it'd be too late by then, I'm afraid.
All right, darling. I never can refuse you anything. Everything I do is for you. Have is yours.
Except for letting your sister run our lives.
Oh, that's just money. Because neither of us know how to handle
Well, what's it for except to buy things? Well, we can enjoy them. I mean, I'd feel like a fool having to run to Elspeth for the rent or something.
Are you trying to get rid of me?
Well, of course not, darling. How could you think a thing like that?
I don't. So stop talking about it. You don't have to do that if I was dead, and I don't intend to be.
I should hope not.
Oh, look at the time. Whoop, I've got to shower and dress and get out of here.
How about lunch?
I can't, sweetie. I have a business appointment. In the shower, a moment or two later, I wondered why I hadn't told Mark my lunch was with Elspeth. Then I decided it was better that I hadn't. And I wished I hadn't agreed to dragging up to the country house. But he's really so beautiful and so sexy and so persuasive, it's awfully hard to refuse Mark anything. If I'd only known I'd picked the wrong thing to ever refuse him, I'd never have let Elspeth talk me into what she called
having more backbone, Emily. You can't give in to everything Mark wants or asks. He's a selfish child.
That isn't true, Elspeth.
Look, honey, take it from me. I found out the hard way.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring all that up again.
All right, forget it. I've forgotten Mark that way. Plant us two side by side and ask any man to choose. Which way would it go?
Well, I'd never have come back from the coast a year ago if I'd known I was going to bust up a romance between you.
Emily, we've been over this ground before. You didn't bust up the romance. There wasn't any to bust up except on my side. Mark needed a good agent, and he got me. In more ways than one. So, fini, period.
I'm still sorry it hurts. I wish I could make up for it.
Well, you can. 2 ways. Draw that will making me executrix of your estate and let me budget your dough.
It seems unfair to Mark.
Listen, Emily, I don't want you to get your back up, but I get the word he has gambling debts, and if he thinks he has backing, he could go sky high. Now just let me put the brakes on, okay? I suppose it's too much to hope that your love for that muscle-bound Greek statue you married isn't letting up any.
Mark? What would make you think a thing like that?
Oh, I don't know, just an irrational hope, I guess.
You still love him, don't you?
That isn't the point. I love you, and I'm very concerned about you.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You'd only laugh at me if I told you. It's really funny, isn't it? I mean, the genes. We both come from the same mother, but our fathers were so different. You, blonde, blue-eyed, open, uncomplicated, trusting. And me, dark, brooding, sharp-tongued. Much of this world, and yet not.
What does that mean?
I could never explain that to you in a millennium. But I am a psychic.
You mean like those funny cards you used to read and foretelling what's going to happen and things like that?
Yes, things like that. Emily, listen to me. This is a dangerous time for you. Be careful. Just be very careful.
But I don't know what you mean.
I can only see so far. I can only warn you. Just be very careful.
Now, you are scaring me.
I mean to.
Well, it is known to you. It's just that I have the weekend off, and Mark and I are going to the country. Ellie, I really don't want to. I'm scared of the drive.
You mean because of Mom and your father?
Yes.
Emily, how many times have I told you it wasn't your fault? It was in the cards.
I was driving when they were killed.
And a drunken madman by fatal chance jumped the road divider and forced you off the road. What else could you have done? It was not your fault.
I know, but I still have nightmares about it.
You're not going to drive, are you?
I'll never drive a car again. It's just, I'm afraid even to get into one.
Now, excuse me for changing the subject, but you have to get back to the set soon. I want you to take a quick run up to my office.
Why?
Harry is there now. I had him draw up a new will for you, and I think we ought to get it signed right away.
Well, I don't know. Mark is sort of hurt that...
Emily, if anything ever happens to you, I will take care of him the way he should be. You know you can trust me for that.
Emily?
Yes?
Oh, you had your eyes closed. I thought you were asleep.
That's not why my eyes were closed.
Oh, darling, come on. We've got to put things behind us.
I try. It's just... You're in the fast lane.
Darling, it's late. I want to get us home.
Move over. Never travel in this lane.
All right. I'm sorry. I'll cut right into the next lane as soon as the car behind me passes. Now, please, sweetheart, I want you to relax. Just forget everything this weekend. Just play possum. Play possum. Would I have the nerve to do it? And beyond that, could I really find the how? As the hum of the car soothed both of us, and Emily appeared really to drop off to sleep, other things came to my mind. That damn cellar. Flooding every spring when the surface water unfroze and coming down the hill defeated every trick we'd tried to keep it out. The sump pump was the only answer. And suddenly, at that moment, although it turned my stomach, there was the answer to my bigger problem.
Elspeth, you are very early.
I know.
The coven does not meet until midnight.
I had to come. I need a special reading. I have intimations of disaster. You remember our last...
One of my gifts is total recall.
The last question I asked turned up the 9 of Swords. I asked about my sister.
Oh?
Now I want to know how soon. When?
That is not always divulged. But let us tell the cards and find out if we can. If you want.
If I want?
Remember, there is no way of stopping what has been decreed.
Has it been a good weekend, darling?
Oh, yes. I feel so rested, so relaxed.
Good.
Maybe it's just as well I came. Did you get everything done in the cellar you want?
Well, yes, I had to do some more digging, make the hole larger, but I have plenty of cement to finish up tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Well, that's Monday.
Right. I thought you could drive down tonight.
You know I won't think of ever driving again.
All right, darling, all right. I'll drive you in the morning and then drive back up. Now, come on, sweetie. I've taken off the phone so we won't be disturbed. And I'm going to carry you up to bed and tuck you in for the best sleep you've ever had in your life.
I was so tired I could hardly keep my eyes open. But some inner alarm, some nonsense voice kept jogging at me to stay awake. Until I thought it's only tension. Foolish to be afraid. I'm in my beloved husband's arms, and how safe can I be?
Is she still in danger?
The 9 of Swords still threatens.
But when? How soon?
I cannot tell from the cards.
Maybe I should call the country. May I use your phone?
Of course. What danger can she be in with her husband?
It's a very long drive. You know what those roads are like. Oh, damn.
What?
A busy signal. Well, at least it means they got there safely. Still...
Wait for the mass tonight. Within this circle, more questions are answered than through the cards. Be patient.
I'll try. But I can feel death in my bones.
Yes, you must die. Put out the light, and then put out the light. If I can quench thee. No.
No more moving. Still as the grave. My wife. My wife. I must have been mad, Emily, to have killed you. Because I do love you. Only that I love myself more. Or money. Or the need of it. What have I done? How do I cover it? Of course. The car. An accident. No. An accident with the car into the river at the Devil's Elbow. But the body must never be recovered. Then, who could prove anything? The grave is already made. Can I get away with it? Of course I can. I can get away with anything.
What is it, Elspeth? You interrupt the mass.
Eric thought a death has occurred. A death you prophesied. I must leave. Give me permission to leave the magic circle.
If the death is accomplished, what can you do? But go if you must.
Well, try it again, operator. Or get me someone who can make the connection if it's out of order. This is a matter of life and death.
Shame to waste a car I love. On such a night, Troilus climbed the Athenian walls. Madness. The whole thing is madness. But there has to be a reason for Emily's death. The car smashing through the guardrail 500 feet to the river below. The car recovered, the body never. I will bury that 5 fathoms deep. And why should anyone question that Emily's body lies cemented in the well of a new sump pump planned over a year ago? So, goodbye, my favorite car.
The die is cast. The adversaries established. A murderer and a witch. By whom is justice best served? Which will prevail? If a woman has loved not wisely but too well, who can best revenge her? The majesty and justice of the law, or a kangaroo court beyond and outside the law? I'll return shortly with Act 3. Mark Stanton has deliberately murdered his wife. And he has had what seems to him a very practical means of disposing of body and suspicion, which may work for normal authority, but possibly not for his sister-in-law, since he has no idea that she is a modern witch. For the moment, he is involved with simple but furiously necessary occupations.
That looks pretty good. Pump in its well, cellar floor replaced. Who'd ever find Emily or think to look for her here? What the devil? 3 a.m. in the morning, who... Oh, damn. Lights are on upstairs. I'd better answer. Gotta change first.
Well, about time.
Oh.
I always seem to be surprising you en dishabille.
Well, what do you expect at this time of night? All right, come in.
That's about the first polite thing you've said to me in months.
Oh, let's cut the funny talk. What are you doing up here in the middle of the morning?
An interesting phrase. Shouldn't it be the middle of the night?
All right. Let's bury the New York smart talk. What do you want?
To see my sister.
She isn't here.
Oh? Why not?
She had a 5 o'clock call on location for sunrise shots. So she decided to drive back last night and have the limousine take her on location this morning. What made you take a 2-hour drive out here at this time of night?
I'll tell you half of it. I was scared, if that means anything to you.
Well, it doesn't. What's the other half?
I won't tell you that yet. Although someday you just might have to learn.
I won't even pretend to understand that. Oh, excuse me. Yes. Yes, that's right. I'm Mark Stanton. What? Where? No, never mind all that. How is she? No, I'll be right down there.
What was that?
Emily. Her car went out of control at Devil's Elbow.
Oh, no.
She went through the guardrail, plunged 500 feet down into the river. The car's a total wreck.
Never mind the car. What about Emily?
Well, they haven't found her yet. The car windows were open. If she got swept down the river and into the lake, they may never find her.
You mean she's dead?
You don't have to. What else? A plunge like that? The car totaled? What else is there to think?
Nothing. Emily is dead.
What? That's a strange way to... Oh, Elspeth, I'm sorry. This must be terrible for you, too.
It is terrible for me. But not too.
Huh? What does that mean?
I mean, you killed her.
How could you think a thing like that?
I don't think. I know. But it isn't going to do you any good. It was all for nothing.
I don't know what you mean.
You will. When I'm ready to tell you. Right now, let's go to the scene of the... What shall we call it, Mark? Let's just say... the tragedy.
Okay, boys, use the crowbars. Get those doors open. Go over the inside. Check the ignition key, huh? You Mr. Stanton?
Yes, that's right.
I'm Mrs. Stanton's sister.
I do, ma'am. I'm sorry about this.
My wife, you think she's dead?
What can I say? A fall like that, and
And what?
Well, ma'am, this here shoe. One of my men found its mate washed ashore just before the river empties into Lake Kahakawa. Right down near where the car landed, in the river, we found your sister's pocketbook. It don't look good.
Can't her body be recovered from the lake?
We'll try, but that lake bottom is soft mud, or whatever you want to call it, from all the leaves the trees have been dropping for millions of years. It's like a quicksand. Nobody who ever drowned in that lake ever was seen again.
Oh, my God.
Look, why don't you go on home, Mr. Stanton, and take your sister-in-law with you. As soon as I'm finished up here, I'll drive up. There are some questions I'll have to ask.
Well, what do you mean, was Emily exceptionally tall?
Well, for a woman, I meant.
Actually, my sister was quite small. 2 inches shorter than I am. And I'm only 5'4".
Well, all right, yes, Emily was quite tiny, but what difference does that make?
The driver's seat was adjusted for somebody as tall as, well, say you, sir.
Oh, well, it could have been knocked back in the crash, couldn't it?
Yes, sir. It could. Was your wife wearing gloves when she left?
Gloves? Why?
Driver's wheel had no fingerprints on it. I just wondered.
Oh, yes, now I remember. Yes, I think, yes, she did have gloves.
You drive with gloves, Mr. Stanton?
Well, yes, usually, and the car is on constant maintenance at the garage.
Yes, sir. All right, just one more question for now. Were you alone in the house when the accident happened?
Well, I suppose I must have been.
Well, I was just wondering if your sister-in-law was also here.
I arrived shortly before Emily left. I had planned to drive her into town this morning. We had some business to discuss, but when she insisted on leaving last night, I was just too tired to make the trip, and I had brought Mark a new script. Since Emily was taking Mark's car, I decided to stay, let him read the script, and we could drive in tomorrow discussing it and return it on time.
Well, I guess that closes things up for me. Sorry to have taken so much time. My condolences, Mr. Stanton. I hope we can find your wife.
He is just as certain of it as I am. You murdered Emily.
What are you saying?
The truth.
If you believe that, why did you alibi me?
I wanted to spite the sergeant's suspicions, at least temporarily.
What are you up to?
At the moment, not very much. I want to sleep on all of this. Oh, by the way, don't entertain any ideas of getting rid of me. You see, brother-in-law, dear, I happen to be exactly what you think of me. A witch. Only I am a real one. And because I am what I am, I can feel her presence in this house. If I told the police what I know, they'd search it from top to bottom.
Huh. Because of someone who claims to have ESP, they'd write you off as a nut.
Mark, you haven't a leg to stand on. On Wednesday, last Wednesday when we had lunch, I arranged for Emily to change her will. It was finalized before you drove up here Friday. I am executrix and control every penny. I'm too tired to talk about it now. After I've slept on it, I'll decide your future. I suggest you get some rest to prepare for it.
I wouldn't have bet a plugged nickel I could get any sleep out of what was left of the night. But a bottle of brandy and sheer emotional exhaustion from fright put me to sleep in the library chair. The last thing I remember was a whirling confusion of surrealistic plots for disposing of Elspeth. I even finally believed what I'd always thought of her.
that she was a witch.
I was sick with grief and desperately tired, but I couldn't go to sleep. Every time my eyes closed, I seemed to hear a voice. I couldn't stand it any longer. I got up, went downstairs. I saw Mark passed out in the library, a brandy bottle in his hand, and the voice was closer. The voice drew me to the cellar. And there, beside the furnace, I knew it at last. The fresh cement, still drying, beautifully blended and tapered into the old surface. Now I knew where my sister was. Now I knew exactly what I had to do.
I now pronounce you Elspeth Garrick Whitmore, and you, Mark Blaine Stanton, man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Home sweet home. So, you got me at last, Elspeth.
That's right, Mark. My dear husband. And no way out for you. One word from me and Sergeant Harkness would dig up that cellar and you'd spend the best part of your life in jail for murder.
I'm grateful to you, of course. But some things I still don't understand.
Oh, you will. Hubby, darling. Just give your bride a few minutes to slip into something fetching and we'll start to begin our married life. I promise you'll find me all I told you I really am. Bewitching.
I damned her under my breath for what she claimed to be. I found a longing ache for Emily and what she'd been to me. I seethed at being emasculated, at having to act like a pet poodle, at the hopelessness of my situation. I dreamed of the 1,000th plot to get rid of Elspeth. Oh, an idle dream. I'd gotten away with it once, never again. And then she called me into the bedroom.
Come, lover boy.
Oh, good Lord. No.
You didn't really believe I was a witch, did you?
You're not Elspeth. You're Emily.
I've borrowed her aspect. Does it please you?
Yes, I love you. I want you. Oh, Emily, my beloved.
Elspeth, Mark, not Emily. Only her aspect, which you will live with every moment we're at home.
Oh.
But you will not touch me, either as myself or my sister you killed.
I don't understand.
I want to be sure you can't get away with it. A good lawyer, your own natural charm, a long, bitter trial, the possibility of escape, and even if they found you guilty, there is no death penalty, so my way's better. No money, no freedom, and the remembrance every day of the crime you committed, the girl you murdered to haunt you fresh and lovely while you grow old and forgotten. This is your cell, Mark. Plush-lined, perhaps, but more confining than anything state or government could devise. And I am your jailer. Watching you die a little day by day, year by year. I've read it in your cards, traced it in your horoscope. You will have a long hell on earth before the spirit I worship welcomes you to the real hell for eternity. This is my revenge for my sister and for myself.
As it was in the beginning, so it is now and ever shall be. Heaven hath no rage like love to hatred turned, nor hell no fury like a woman scorned. For this story there is no ending. A man bought only what he deserved. I'll be back shortly. For a while, Mark Stanton's matinee ladies wondered about his abrupt retirement. But the Gorgon who guarded him fiercely finally discouraged their attentions. Not Elspeth alone. His good looks began to fade strangely, till by the time he was 35, his haunted, gaunt face and emaciated body looked more like a man in his 70s. He eventually was committed to a state institution for the insane and died there without even an obituary to mark his passing. Mysteriously and suddenly, Elspeth died on the same day. Our cast included William Redfield, Patricia Wheel, Terry Keane, and Ken Harvey. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I forget who, but someone once said that fate is like a madman with an axe waiting for us around the next corner. Which is to say, of course, that however serene our lives, we never know whether the madman is lurking around the next corner we turn, ready to take a vicious swipe at us with that axe. In point of which, consider the case of Lucas Lauder, warden of a certain state prison in a certain western state.
Joan, in heaven's name, will you try to understand what I'm saying? In less than 3 hours, Guy Richards will be executed. Dropped through that trapdoor to his death.
Which will mean the end, I hope, Luke, of this whole insane nightmare you've been going through.
Nope.
Yes, and putting me through.
You don't believe. You still don't believe.
I'd have to be mad to believe. Stark, raving mad.
If Guy Richards dies, worse than madness may lie ahead for you, Joan. Much worse.
Our mystery drama, The Strange Case of Lucas Lauder, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by George Lauder and stars Robert Lansing. As we know, the death penalty is outlawed in many states, but in some it is still enforced. In such special cases as the murder of a policeman, death through kidnapping, and or particularly vicious crimes. Our story begins in just such a state, in the condemned cell of that state's prison.
You sent a message you wanted to see me, Richards?
And, thank you, Warden. Thanks very much for answering it this quickly. Won't you sit down?
What is it, Richards?
I want to discuss my case with you.
There's nothing to discuss. You were legally tried, legally convicted. If you think there's something I can do to save you...
Oh, no. It's nothing like that. Warden, I was guilty. I freely admitted murdering those women, all 4 of them, and mutilating them with a butcher knife. No. The name the newspapers gave me was well-deserved. Guy the Ripper.
All right, then what is it you want to see me about?
Warden, hasn't it ever struck you as odd, curious, that someone of my breeding and background could be guilty of 4 such horrible murders? Murders and mutilations identical with those done by Jack the Ripper nearly a century ago?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it has. Me and quite a few others. If you'd been judged insane...
But I wasn't so judged. Nor was I insane. No, I am as sane as the next one. For whatever that's worth.
Richards, I'm a very busy man.
And prefer to spend as little time as possible in the company of anyone as vicious and depraved as Guy Richards. Yes, I know. But that's exactly why I asked you to come and see me. Warden, before very long, you're going to be spending all your time in my company. I don't blame you for looking puzzled. Let me explain.
Yes, do explain.
A little more than a year ago, Warden, I was a professor of parapsychology at the university. I was happily married, successful, and deeply involved in my work. And then suddenly, shockingly, for no apparent reason, I became, well, the embodiment, you might say, of a man who has been dead for many, many years. Jack the Ripper. It began, Warden, it all began one morning in my office at State University. Come in. Well, Eric Nordling. It's good to see you.
It's good to be back, Guy.
Good to have you back. I can't tell you how much I've missed you this past month. It's like missing my right arm.
Oh, nonsense.
I'll be frank with you. When you went into the hospital for those tests a month ago, I didn't expect I'd miss you as much at all.
Well, why should you? I'm just an assistant professor.
Ah, but what an assistant. You remember when you and the class were analyzing those strange, gruesome murders that had taken place? The 3 women? You remember?
I remember.
Well, I took over for you, and believe me, the class soon let me know that I just wasn't in it with you. They said no one, not even me, could touch you when it came to explaining the murderer's drives and motivations. In fact, they said you understood and explained them so well, they wouldn't be surprised if you were the murderer. Well, what is it, Eric? Eric?
Guy, I am the murderer.
Well, I can see you're not joking, Eric.
I'm not.
I also know that you haven't been well.
In fact, I'm very sick. Guy, I'm dying. But none of that changes the simple truth that I murdered those women and mutilated them. Guy, I'm Jack the Ripper. No, I'm not crazy. As a professor of parapsychology, you do believe that people can be possessed by the spirits of the dead?
I keep an open mind, or try to.
Well, I can tell you that possession is a fact. For some time now, I have been possessed by the spirit of Jack the Ripper.
Eric, if I didn't know you better, I'd say that you're really possessed of a dose of LSD. But since I...
Guy, believe me. What I'm telling you is the truth. Believe me, because you're about to become Jack the Ripper.
Eric, you're ill. I can tell from looking at you. You're seriously
I
ill.
am. I'm dying. I told you that. They've given me less than 2 months to live.
Oh, Eric.
It's terminal. In less than 2 months, I'll be dead. And the day I die, the instant I die, the Ripper's spirit will leave my body and enter yours. You don't believe me, do you?
Of course not.
Well, then I'll have to prove it. You've taken your penknife out of your pocket, and you're opening the blade.
Well, yes, to clean out my pipe. What's so unusual about that?
Does your pipe need cleaning?
Well, no, but...
You acted on impulse. Sudden, inexplicable desire.
desire to hold a knife in your hand.
Oh, now, of all the senseless...
It isn't senseless. And if you think so, try to put the knife back in your pocket. Well, go ahead. Close the blade. Put the knife back in your pocket.
I haven't done what I intended to do, clean out my pipe.
Is that what you intended to do? Oh, in heaven's name, Guy, be honest with yourself, is it?
No.
Now, what do you intend to do with that knife? What do you want to do with it?
I want to kill with it. To strike and slash. What is this? What?
It's Jack the Ripper. Using your body. You needed proof, and I just gave it to you. I took possession of you for a few moments. But when Eric Nordling dies, I'll become Guy Richards. Till he dies. And after that...
Oh, no, it's madness.
You deny you felt an overwhelming urge to strike and slash?
No, but there's got to be some explanation.
There is. You can pick up your knife and put it away. Or clean your pipe. If you really want to.
Well, Warden, those were Eric Nordling's words. Almost his identical words. Just before he told me what I'm about to tell you.
Mm-hmm. That I'm about to become Jack the Ripper.
The day, the instant I die. Yes.
If there's anything further you want...
Now, wait, don't go.
Now, look, Richards, your time is short, and I...
Yours is.
And I want to do everything I can to make the next few days easy for you. But when it comes to listening to the kind of story you just told me, I haven't the time.
You don't believe it either, huh? Even I didn't. With all my knowledge of the occult, the psychic, I couldn't bring myself to believe in anything so impossible. Seemingly impossible.
Nutty is the word.
You think I've gone a little, what do they call it here, stir-crazy?
No, you haven't been in long enough for that. I'm not calling it anything. I'm not thinking anything. Look, you wanted to get something off your chest, you got it off. Now, I'll be going.
No, please.
Richards, I don't
listen
have time.
For just 1 minute more. At 6 a.m, 2 days from now, I'll be hanged for murders every bit as revolting as those of Jack the Ripper. Because I am Jack the Ripper. This body, you see, is the body of Guy Richards, once respected university professor. But the spirit that inhabits this body, well, I am, I assure you, Jack the Ripper. Now let me assure you, as Eric Nordling assured Guy Richards, at the very instant the rope snaps my neck, on that instant, Warden, you will become Jack the Ripper.
If there's anything further I can do...
And I'll prove it to you as I made Nordling prove it to Richards. Now, before you go to bed tonight, you will feel that same strong, overpowering urge, need to strike and slash with a knife. Before you go to bed tonight...
That's really one of the strangest stories you've ever brought home with you. More potatoes?
Thanks. It's funny, though.
What?
Well, and don't ask me why I did this. I certainly didn't believe a word of Richard's story. Not a word, but I guess curiosity got the better of me.
What?
Well, I checked at the university. Richards did have an assistant named Eric Nordling, and he did die when Richards said he did.
Doesn't mean anything.
And still, that part of Richard's story was true. Joni, what do you think?
What do I think?
Well, you were kind of interested in that stuff, yoga and astrology and the psychic and all
Oh,
that.
not really.
Yeah, but you do have an interest.
And not a serious interest.
Still, what do you think?
I think I'd like another piece of roast beef. That's what I think.
Okay. I'll try not to be so heavy-handed this time.
Oh, you weren't heavy-handed. Just slice it a smidgen thinner, that's all. Just a smidgen.
Smidgen it is, and easily done with a knife as razor sharp as this.
Won't be done at all if you don't stop staring at that knife and cut me a slice. Luke? What?
It's nothing. I was just thinking.
Thinking what?
The way Richards talked this afternoon, you'd have thought I was going to grab at the first chance I got to carve up some likely female. You, for instance.
Don't say things like that, Luke, not even jokingly.
I'm sorry. But can you imagine anyone like me, for instance, starting to cut a slice of roast beef and then changing my mind and deciding to carve a few slices out of you?
No, I can't, and I'd just as soon not.
Right up from the table like this, and holding the carving knife in my hand, this razor-sharp carving knife, I'd come around the table toward you.
Luke, please.
And when I got to you, I'd stand over you. I'd look deep into your eyes, and then raise the knife high over my head and plunge it.
Luke, what's come over you? If this is a joke, it isn't your kind of joke. It was a joke, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Sure. It was a joke. What else?
What else indeed? What else could it be? It could be what Warden Lucas Lauder knows it was. No joke at all. That for a few moments in time, he was gripped by, driven by an all but overwhelming urge to strike with that knife, slash with that knife, kill with that knife. I'll return in a moment for Act 2. As I said earlier, fate is sometimes likened to a madman with an axe, and it would surely seem that Lucas Lauder, warden of State's Prison, has run head-on into him. When Guy Richards told Lucas that he was really Jack the Ripper, that his body was possessed by the spirit of the Ripper, Lucas laughed. But his laugh turned to a worried frown when he came dangerously close to stabbing the wife he loves. Now in Lucas' office at State's Prison the following afternoon.
No, Jerry. No, look, I don't mean to be harsh, but I think Maxwell's privileges should be taken away for a while. Yes, a week at least. All right, goodbye. Yes, Miss Comley?
They brought Guy Richards over, Warden.
All right, tell them to bring him in.
Yes, sir. Bring him in.
All right, boys, you wait outside. Sit down, Richards.
Thank you.
Richards, I want to talk to you about, among other things, I want to talk about your personal effects.
Well, we've talked about that. I told you I don't give a damn what you do with them. Warden, you didn't have me brought here to talk about my property. You brought me here to talk about what happened to you last night.
If you're going to start again on that nonsense about being Jack the Ripper...
It isn't nonsense, and you know it. Now, you also know that when I go through the trap less than 48 hours from now, you'll become Jack the Ripper. You know it because I put you through a sort of trial run, you might say, last night. What did happen last night, Warden?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about what your wife, Joan, thought was a sick joke, but was no joke at all. I'm talking about how you stood over her with a carving knife. The knife you'd been using for the roast beef. Right? Oh, look, you're not going to be sick, are you?
How do you know that's what happened?
I was there. How else?
No. No, that's impossible. What you're saying is impossible.
Incredible, yes, but not impossible. I explained to you yesterday, or tried to explain, that I took this body when Eric Nordling died, just as I occupied his body when... Oh, well, it doesn't matter who died before him or before him. All that matters to you, or should matter to you, is that you're next on that list to, well, shall we say, play host to Jack the Ripper.
But why?
Why?
Yes. Look, you must have died... What am I saying? Jack the Ripper must have died many, many years ago.
In 1907, to be exact.
All right, then you've been dead... I mean, damn it, the Ripper has been dead nearly 70 years.
But his spirit, my spirit, has lived on in others.
All right, that's what I'm getting at. Why?
Because I cannot rest.
Why, because of the awful crimes you committed?
No, not because of the crimes, but the reason behind them. The evil in me that drove me to what I did. The hate.
No, I don't understand.
There is nothing to understand. It's quite simple. A spirit, a soul, is given an earthly body and forced to suffer through what you call life. Forced to go through this agony again and again and again until it is cleansed completely of evil, of hate. The evil in me was so great it will take, well, only the Lord knows how many lifetimes to wipe it away. Unless it meets a love as pure as the hate is evil. A soul as tender as the hate is brutal. A spirit as compassionate as the hate is ruthless. And that will never be.
Never?
No such love exists. No such soul, no such spirit. Not on this earth, that's for sure.
You really believe what you're saying, don't you? You really believe that you are actually Jack the Ripper.
Oh, for the love of... I'm going to give you another taste of what it's going to be like to be Jack the Ripper.
If you think for 1 minute that
I don't care what you believe. Just do me a favor and send me back to my cell.
Yes, Warden?
Richards will go back to his cell now.
Yes, sir. Richards is going back now.
Remember what I said, Warden. I'm going to give you another taste. Soon. All right, let's go.
Warden.
Yes, Miss Comley?
It's near time for me to go home, and the buses get awful crowded in weather like this, so I was wondering, could I leave now?
Sure, yes, of course. Go ahead. Wait a minute.
Yes, sir?
I was about to leave myself. I'll drive you home.
Oh, no, sir. I couldn't take you out of your way.
No, it's not out of my way. Not much, anyhow.
Well, if you're sure it's no trouble.
It's no trouble at all. It'll be a pleasure.
Thanks, Warden. Awfully nice of you.
I'll see to your door.
Oh, no need for that.
No, I insist. There have been a lot of muggings in this neighborhood.
Some.
So I want to be sure that you get to your apartment safe and sound.
Well, thanks again. You're awfully kind.
No, that's not at all, Miss Comley. I wonder if I might use your phone.
Oh, sure.
Just call home, let my wife know I'll be a little late. Now, second thought, there's no sense in calling. I won't be that late.
Oh, only 5 or 10 minutes.
Boy, look at the rain and the wind against the window. Chills me to the bone just looking at it.
Why, I couldn't give you a drink, could I, sir?
No, Miss Comley, I wasn't hinting, you know.
Oh, I didn't think you were, but, well, if you would like a drink.
Oh, why not? I'd love one.
I keep the liquor in the kitchen. It's scotch, isn't it?
Just a short one.
I won't be a minute.
I'll come with you, if you don't mind.
Oh, of course not.
I've never been in your apartment before. I'd like to see how my secretary lives.
Oh, not very fancy, I'm afraid.
It looks nice. It's comfortable. You live alone?
Yes, I tried living with someone else, but it just didn't work out. Here you are.
Yeah, thanks. That's good scotch.
Glad you like it.
Where'd you get those knives?
Knives?
Yeah, the knife set on the wall.
Oh, those are... I don't know. I've had them so long. Why?
Oh, I like knives. Good ones, that is. Those look good. Do you mind if I...
No. Be my guest.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. Feel that edge. You don't often see knives kept in this good condition, this sharp.
It's no thanks to me. I just use them, never sharpen them.
Razor. Sharp. Just fit in the hand perfectly. Those are the most beautiful knives I've seen in over 70 years. Jane.
Get out of my cell, Warden. I don't have to put up with this.
What are you doing to me? You answer me, Richards. What are you doing?
I've told you.
You've told me a lot of nonsense about you being Jack the Ripper and taking possession of me, my body when you die. I don't buy that. But you're up to something. You've done something to me. And I'm not leaving this cell till you tell me what it is.
You're scared, Warden? Of what you came dangerously close to doing to your secretary yesterday? And will do not long after you hang me? The urge, the nearly overpowering urge. I stayed your hand, not you. To plunge the knife into her? To slash?
Stop it.
And see...
Stop it! All right, now you listen to me. I'm no fool. Yesterday I nearly murdered that girl. And somehow you know all about it. But I stayed my hand, not you, because I'm not a killer.
Then how do I know what went on in that kitchen?
I don't know how you've devoted your life to parapsychology, and you know all there is to know about things like ESP, thought transference, hypnotism. That's it. Hypnotism, like Nordling, you're a hypnotist. Somehow or other, I don't know how, you managed to hypnotize me when I was talking to you. You put ideas in my head. Post-hypnotic suggestion, I think it's called.
You cannot give a post-hypnotic command that's contrary to the subject's normal fiber. Warden, it would be impossible for me or anyone to command you to kill. It isn't in you to kill. But that will all change when I am in you. At approximately a second or two after 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Oh, which reminds me, I have a gift for you. Here.
A knife?
A knife.
Where did you get this?
It was made for me in the prison machine shop from a soup ladle. A soup ladle carefully ground down at the edges, skillfully shaped into a knife, expertly sharpened.
How did you manage to have this made?
How did you manage to have this made?
Calm, Warden. You know your prison as well as I, or you should, and obviously don't. Anything can be done in a prison if you know the ropes. Here, the knife. Take it.
Ed. You take that knife from Richards and get rid of it. See me in my office later and you explain how he got it. Now, wait a minute. Here, give it to me. I'll get rid of it.
Not until you've used it. Not till I, the Ripper, have used it. Again, and again, and again.
Ed, I don't want to see this man again until his execution tomorrow morning at 6. If he has any last-minute requests, you handle them. If he has any questions, you answer them. If he wants to see me for any reasons, no. Tomorrow morning, Richards, I'll see you then, and not until then. 6 o'clock. On the scaffold, Richards.
On the scaffold, when the noose will be tightened round the neck of Guy Richards, the trap will be sprung, and he'll plummet to death? Or will it be life? Another life to be lived out in the body of Warden Lucas Lauder. I'll return shortly for Act 3. There's much talk these days about possession, the control of a human being by an evil spirit. Probably such talk has gone on since man can remember. Intense discussion, even violent debate, as to whether possession is a form of schizophrenia or a malignant spirit which has invaded an earthly body. For Lucas Lauder, warden of State's Prison, it isn't a subject for idle debate, but a frightening reality. In the bedroom of his home, a short distance from the prison itself.
Luke?
Go to sleep, Joan.
Oh. I know it's impossible for you to sleep the night before an execution, but this time there's something else.
Yeah. Joan, I'm scared.
Of what, dear?
I haven't just been sitting here in this chair watching you while you slept.
Yes?
I've been fighting an urge. A powerful urge to kill you.
Kill me?
Yeah, with this.
Where did you get that?
Richards gave it to me. Ugly-looking knife, isn't it? Somehow he managed to get it made in the machine shop and have it smuggled to him. He gave it to me as a present.
It's a strange kind of present.
No, it's not a present to me, Joan. It's to himself.
Oh, that nonsense.
Nonsense?
About him being the reincarnation of Jack the Ripper.
No, he is. He is. I laughed too at first, but he is the Ripper. In possession of Guy Richards' body. And at 6 this morning, less than 3 hours from now, he'll be in possession of mine.
Luke, darling, you can't be serious. You don't really believe that.
After what's happened, I'd be a fool if I didn't.
What has happened?
I had to bring myself to talk about it. He told me he was going to take possession of me temporarily for a short time to prepare me for what's to come after he hangs.
Well, you didn't take that seriously.
No, not then, but within an hour, I nearly stabbed Miss Comley to death.
Your secretary?
I drove her home on that storm day before yesterday. I invited myself in.
You?
Pretended I wanted to use the phone to call you, but I had no intention of using that phone. I just wanted to get into her apartment to...
To kill her?
I didn't know it then. I didn't know why I tricked my way in, but... Well, then I sort of led her into offering me a drink, and I went with her into the kitchen where she keeps the liquor. While she was making the drink, I noticed a set of knives, kitchen knives, on the wall. I pretended to admire them, and I took one to examine it only. I wasn't examining it. I was thinking...
Luke, my darling.
Now, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't even come near me. It's dangerous.
Dangerous? Luke, what are you saying?
I could do to you right now. What I came close to doing to her. The urge was powerful then, but it's even more powerful now. It's almost as if the closer I get to Richard's hanging, the more the urge grows inside me.
Luke.
I don't have any control. Joan, no control anymore. This knife, I gave it to the guard to get rid of. No. I started to give it to him, and then I changed my mind. I was forced to change it by a power stronger than me, and so I kept it and brought it home. been sitting here for hours holding it in my hand, fighting off a terrible obsession to kill you with it.
Oh, my poor darling, to think what you've been going through, and I never knew.
How can you think of me when you're the one who's in danger?
Well, because I don't believe I am in danger, not from you.
John, I just told you.
I don't care what you told me. I care about what I know, and I know you love me.
Oh, yes, I love you, but
He'll be dead in a few hours. Dead! And all this business about his spirit possessing you, I don't believe it.
I tell you, I came close, that close, to killing Miss Coleman.
And killing me, you say, but you didn't.
Okay, but next time.
There won't be a next time, because once Guy Richard dies, his power over you will be ended. Oh, Luke, don't you see what's happened to you?
Yes, I see. He's possessed me.
Nonsense. I can give you, I don't know how many reasons why it is just plain nonsense.
All right, give me just one.
I've read a lot about Richards in the papers, and you've told me a lot about him. He's a skilled hypnotist. I don't know much, if anything, about hypnotism, but it seems to me that he could have brought you under some kind of hypnotic influence.
No, I can't believe
Another thing I know about him, his personality is strong, it's overpowering, viciously overpowering. Just talking to someone like that, being near him, could do strange things to a person.
No, I don't care how many reasons you can dress up. I know what I know. I know what I've got to do.
What?
I've got to stop the execution.
Luke, you can't do that.
Well, I can try. It's my only hope. I've got to stop that execution. I've got to save him to save myself. I know it's only 4 a.m, but this is a matter of life or death. You get the district attorney out of bed. I'll wait.
Luke, try to pull yourself together. Telephoning the district attorney at this hour? What are you going to say to
Hello,
him?
Mr. McGowan? I'm sorry to wake you at this hour, sir. Thank you, yes. It is urgent. I want to stop the execution of Guy Richards at 6 this morning. On what grounds? I have reason to think he's innocent. No, sir, there's no proof. No real proof, but... Look, McGowan, I want you to call the governor if necessary. McGowan, I beg you, Yes, I see. Well, in that case, I'll phone the governor myself.
Luke, darling, you can't phone the governor.
Operator, this is Warden Lucas Lauder of State's Prison. I want to put through a call, an urgent call to Governor Morris at the state capitol. And hurry, please hurry.
Well?
He refused.
Well, you couldn't expect.
No, I didn't. I hoped against hope. I'd better get ready. Richards has less than an hour to go. And so have I. It's time, Richards.
You're telling me.
If you're ready.
Question is, are you?
Come on, let's go.
You look tired, Warden. No sleep, eh? Well, don't worry about it. You'll sleep just fine tonight. The Ripper always sleeps well. Afterward.
After what?
Having killed. Well, I didn't know there'd be an audience to see the end of Guy Richards.
The press. Straight ahead to the scaffold, Richards.
You're sweating, Warden. Calm down. Make you feel any better, there's no pain to this. Over in an instant, you know. I've been through it once before. The man whose body I took before Eric Nordling's. Well, here we are. A moment in destiny. For us both.
All right, Ed.
Oh, do we really need the hood? Well, yes, I guess we do. Spare the feelings of our audience. Go ahead. Just, one thing to say, Warden, before you pull the trap.
Yes?
This isn't goodbye. I'll be with you again soon.
that's enough news for one day. I'm for bed. You, Luke? Luke?
What?
It's after 11. Time for bed.
Oh. Yeah, Joan.
Yes, dear?
Where did you put it?
But what?
The knife. Come on, don't look at me as though you didn't know what I was talking about. The knife Richards gave me.
I know what knife you're talking about, but I don't know why you're asking me where I put it.
You didn't take it? I put it in the top drawer of this table. You saw me put it there. I put it there so you could get rid of it. You didn't?
No.
I can't believe you'd take the chance to... You didn't. The knife is here.
Yes, it is.
Look, I gave you a chance to get rid of it. Why didn't you?
Why didn't you? If you wanted to be rid of it, why didn't you simply throw it away?
I don't know.
I think I do. You were testing me, testing my love for you.
Testing your love?
If I had done what you thought I'd do, it would have shown that my love for you isn't as strong as I said it was. And it's quite possible you really might have tried to kill me. You could always get another knife.
Yeah, but thanks to you, I have this one.
Then use it, if you can.
What?
Luke, we're going to come to this sooner or later. I don't know how Guy Richards persuaded you he was Jack the Ripper, and that he would possess you once he died, but he did. You said last night that the urge to kill was growing stronger in you, and you were convinced once Richard was hanged, it would become so strong you'd never be able to control it.
It's been doing that all day. It's growing in me. Filling me with a need, a lust to take this knife.
I know. And unless this obsession of yours is smashed now, right now, you'll kill. Sooner or later, you will kill. Well, if you're going to do it, do it. Do it. And get it over with.
You're taunting me. You're taunting me because, like all women, you have contempt for me.
I love you.
Oh, you're lying. You don't love. You don't know the meaning of love. Hate? Oh, that's something else again. That's something you know all about. You think I'm not on to you, all of you? Well, let me tell you something. I've spent months, years watching you and the likes of you.
Luke, boy.
Playing your little tricks, luring men, and... Oh, don't think I didn't see you today, this very day in Leicester Square. Flaunting your charms.
Leicester Square?
Leicester Square, Piccadilly, Fleet Street, wherever you could sell yourself.
Luke, now snap out of it. Pull yourself together.
You look about you. Take your last long look before you die. You see that gaslight at the end of the alley? Well, you see it for the last time.
Gaslight?
Listen. You hear the carriages and the coaches, the horses, for the last time. And then feel the point of this knife against your throat. Feel the cold steel against your skin before the Ripper plunges it deep into your dirty little neck. Plunges it now. I can't. I want to. I can't. Why? Why can't I?
Because you're not Jack the Ripper. You're Lucas Lauder, my husband. The Ripper hated. You love me every bit as much as I love you.
God, I do.
Dearest.
He said, Richard said, the spirit of the Ripper would never be free, never find rest until it met a love as strong as his hate. Heaven knows, Joan, there can't be, there never has been a love as strong as yours. Maybe it's crazy, but I feel he has found that rest at last. Thanks to you.
Well, if you're puzzled by this strange happening to Lucas Lauder, you've got nothing on me. Did Guy Richards in some way place Warden Lauder under an hypnotic influence? Did Richards believe he was truly Jack the Ripper? Was he? What do you think? I'll be back shortly.
I told this story to a friend of mine who's a psychic, a sensitive, she said that, of course, Guy Richards was the reincarnate Jack the Ripper. Another friend, a psychiatrist, said, nonsense, a clear case of a split personality. Which is right, I don't know. Maybe the truth lies somewhere in between. Wherever it lies, it makes a good story. I hope you enjoyed it. Our cast included Robert Lansing, Linka Peterson, Ralph Bell, Ira Lewis, and Patricia Pearden. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. We're about to embark on a dark journey. A journey through the terrifying passages of a distorted mind. Man's mind is filled with dark passages that lead through a labyrinth of horror, from which at times there is no return. Come with me as we probe the darkness for ghostly images. Come to the house of Cain. Here we will search out the secret as kept the old house shrouded in a mantle of fear. Who is Cain, you ask? He appears to be an ordinary man like most of us. But here at the old house, isolated from the 20th century, a strange turbulence swirls around him.
Cain! Where are you?
Here, Agatha. I'm here. I told you to stay in the house. You're not needed here.
Where have you been?
In the stone house. Horrible odor in the dungeon. One of the prisoners went mad, set fire to a cell. Ludwig and I dragged him out. We had to calm the others.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know what you do with them. Please. I don't want to know what you do.
Mystery drama, Them, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ralph Goodman and stars Alan Hewitt and Jordan Charney. Our story begins in a small, crowded courtroom. The jury is filing in. They have reached a decision on the charge of manslaughter. The defendant, Charles Schiller, darts a quick, apprehensive look at his frail wife, Karen, who has stood steadfastly by him during his ordeal. He then stands to face the 12 men and women who have been chosen to decide his fate. The murder, if it is to be called that, was accidental. Charles Schiller testified to this. The evidence seemed conclusive. Let's move in a little closer. The foreman of the jury has just risen.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have, sir.
How say you? Do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Not
guilty.
Come, Agatha. Once again, a mockery has been made of justice. Let's get out of here.
Yes, Kane.
As with the others, I find this man guilty.
But if a jury found him innocent...
I am not influenced by emotion, as are these incompetents chosen to serve on juries. Remember, Agatha, I have been both lawyer and judge. Who is better qualified to decide a man's guilt or innocence? Come. We must inform Ludwig. That man must pay for his crime, as did the others.
But, Kane...
I said come, Agatha. We have listened to every bit of evidence presented in this trial. A murder has been committed. I have found the defendant guilty on all counts. It is up to us to see to it that justice will be served.
You two, this is last call. Breakfast is served.
We're coming, Mom. Dad's giving me a piggy ride on the sack.
Oh, more like a ride around the road. Easy, Jim, you're strangling me.
Oh, let's be careful with Daddy now that he's back from that awful courtroom. Home with us again. Well, now you two sit down. We've got toast and boiled eggs and...
Boiled eggs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'll just take a piece of toast. And anyways, I'm not hungry, okay?
All right, then take a piece of toast. Maybe you'd better take two.
Okay, Dad. I gotta run anyway. I'm supposed to meet the guys at the schoolyard. Toast is perfect for eating or running.
Oh, it's so good to have you home. And to have that nightmare behind us.
No, let's not think about that or talk about it again. All I'm interested in now is having that phone taken out so I can spend a quiet Saturday with my wife. Hello? No, you didn't. Yes, I'd like very much to be included. 12:15? Fine. Where is it to be held? Oh, no, that's not necessary. I have my own car. I can just... Well, all right, if you want to. I'll be ready at noon, yes. Goodbye.
Who was that?
Well, I don't know, really. I neglected to ask. A friend of Warren's, another lawyer. Some of his associates are giving Warren a surprise luncheon today to celebrate his winning my case. I wish I had thought of it.
Well, you did call him to thank him, dear, twice last night.
Oh, I know, but a luncheon, what a wonderful idea.
And they've asked you to come. It's almost the same as if you'd thought of it.
Well, not quite, but I'm glad someone did. It must be a really fancy party. They're sending a limousine for me.
Oh, how posh.
Look, I know we planned the day together, darling, but after all the work Warren did for me, I'd like very much to go.
Darling, of course you have to go. Where's it to be?
Well, the man didn't say. Actually, it doesn't matter. They're sending the car. I'll let the driver worry. I'd better shave.
I thought you just did.
True, but I've never been picked up by a limousine before.
Oh, John. Oh, it's good to have you home again.
Agatha, almost 12.
Yes, Kane. Oh, please stop pacing. They'll be here. Ludwig has always brought them. He has never failed you.
The transcripts, the murder trials we've judged thus far, where are the transcripts?
Here, Kane, on the desk. There is no need to show the poor man the transcripts. Ludwig will bring him in as he has the others. I know you have told me over and over what we do is right. But in my heart...
Sentimental claptrap. That's what got him off at the trial. One does not judge a case with the heart, but with the mind. Here, look at these transcripts. I've gone over them word by word, and in each case the jury has been wrong, I have been right. The limousine. You are right in one thing, Agatha. Ludwig does what he has to do and does it well. Yes, he's brought us our honored guest. Let them in. I will join you presently. I have work.
Yes, Kane. One moment, Ludwig. I am coming. Good afternoon, young man. I am sorry to have kept you waiting. Take his hat, Ludwig. And if you will please Follow me, sir, to the study.
I appreciate your hospitality. My name is Charles Schiller.
Yes, I know. Now, if you will come this way. The halls are rather dark and dreary.
What is this place? I mean, your chauffeur was not very talkative. I still don't know the gentleman's name who sent the car for me.
Oh, it's Mr. Kane. This is his estate.
Kane, I see. Is he a lawyer?
He's a judge.
Ah, Mr. Schiller. I see you've arrived safely. Allow me to welcome you. I'm Matthew Kane.
Well, how do you do? I must admit, when a luncheon was mentioned, I was expecting...
To be taken to a small restaurant or a banquet room? Oh, no. This is too important a moment to be held in mundane surroundings. You've met my sister, Miss Agatha Kane?
Well, no, not formally. How do you do, ma'am?
If you'll both excuse me...
As I've told you, Agatha, this is Mr. Schiller. He's come to visit with us and have a bite of lunch. Would you do the honors, my dear? Ludwig will help. But give Mr. Schiller and me a chance to get acquainted first.
Yes, Kane. I will go and find Ludwig.
Unfortunately, she is a little addled, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, since you're the first to arrive, may I suggest a little brandy to warm you from the dampness of the weather?
Oh, yes. That'll be fine.
I took the liberty of pouring as you arrived. Your drink is here, on the side table. Oh, I see you're admiring that magnificent old portrait over the mantel. My grandfather, sir. A man who gloried in our judicial system. Spent his life exacting justice. A godly man who believed in the holy words, an eye for an eye.
He has a magnificent face.
Yes. He's been dead for over 50 years now. But his presence is still felt in this house. Well, here's to you, sir.
Thank you.
Sit down, Mr. Schiller. The others will be here shortly. Sit down and tell me about your day in court. You had an able lawyer.
Oh, one of the best. I can't speak highly enough of Warren Douglas.
Clever. Yes, very clever. But then, criminal lawyers must be exceptionally clever. Most of the time, they're paid to defend the guilty. But I meant no inference in your case. It's just a generalization.
That's all right. I'm not sensitive. I was exonerated.
Yes, I heard. It was a murder case, was it not?
Accidental manslaughter.
Oh, yes. Forgive me. I'm sorry to say I don't follow all the cases I should. This was something about a fight in a barroom, wasn't it?
The Carlton Lounge. Now, I was waiting for my wife. We were to have lunch that afternoon. And there was this man, a complete stranger. He was annoying a woman at the bar. I intervened. One word led to another. I hardly remember the struggle that followed, but somehow he fell over backwards against a glass door and shattered it. One of the glass slivers pierced his throat. He died almost instantly.
Oh, how dreadful.
Yes, it was. 1 minute, sitting quietly, worrying about how much my wife spent on a shopping spree, and, well, the next.
We're at the mercy of circumstances, are we not, Mr. Schiller? Oh, let me fill your glass again.
I was just wondering about the others. It's getting rather late.
The judicial system and its failings have become quite a passion with me. Several years ago, my sister and I had occasion to attend a criminal court's trial. I'll never forget the sight of the man's face as he stood to receive the jury's verdict. He stood there, quivering with fear, awaiting the foreman's voice to pronounce him guilty. And suddenly, I suppose the strain was too much for him. The poor fellow pitched forward on his face, fell dead where he stood. Dead?
Good Lord.
Yes. Imagine that. And what do you suppose the jury's verdict was? Not guilty. The man lying dead at their feet there. Yeah. Well, retributive justice has a strange way of finding its mark sometimes.
Well, I'd hardly call it justice if they found the man innocent, as you said.
I found him guilty. Well, he was dead at any rate.
You found him guilty?
Yes, Mr. Schiller. We all judge our fellow man. You pick up a newspaper, read of a trial, decide a man's guilt or innocence over your morning coffee or toast. Don't deny it.
Yeah, well, to some extent, I suppose we do.
To some extent. Did you hear that, Agatha? Well, now, there is some reasonableness to you, certainly, if you can admit that. Now, then, let me ask you this, Mr. Schiller. Do you think, with all the legions of lawyers, clever lawyers with silver tongues, that certain inequities of justice are sometimes meted out by juries? Do some innocent men hang?
Unquestionably, sir.
Then you would also admit that some of the guilty go free. Is that not so, Mr. Schiller?
I don't feel well. My head. Well, I was hoping the others would be here by now. Do you think we should give Mr. Douglas a call? Perhaps there's been a misunderstanding.
There's been no misunderstanding, Mr. Schiller. Mr. Douglas was never notified. There's no one else coming.
And the misunderstanding was mine. I thought you said there was to be a surprise luncheon for Mr. Douglas to celebrate. Did you put something in my drink?
Yes, Mr. Schiller.
Why? I don't understand. Why did you do it? Oh, Mr. Kane, please, I can't.
Sleep well, Mr. Schiller. Ludwig and I will attend to everything. Ludwig, come. We have work to do.
Dan!
Here, Agatha. I'm here.
Mr. Schiller. Where is Mr. Schiller?
Justice has been served. It is finished.
Oh, Kane. Your coat. Your new coat. What have you stained it with?
I think it's blood. I was attempting...
Don't tell me. I don't want to know what you do with them. Please, Kane. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Well, there is no doubt that justice in the minds of men can take many forms. Who is to say what is true justice? The charge against the defendant was manslaughter. Well, I guess each man has his own rationalization for justice as he sees it. But just as no man may place himself above the law, so no man may appoint himself the oracle of judgment and truth. It seems, however, that Matthew Kane has done so. I'll return shortly with Act 2. Hours have passed since the disappearance of Charles Schiller. His wife, Karen, has been summoned to headquarters to discuss the incident with the police. The request is rather unusual, considering that over 3,000 cases of missing persons are reported in an average-sized metropolitan city each month. Police files bulge with triplicates of these reports. But the case of Charles Schiller has caught the eye of Detective Sergeant Steiner. Something about this case has activated the trail dog instinct. Steiner is sure he is on to something.
I appreciate your checking into this, Sergeant.
Of course, I don't want to raise your hopes too high, Mrs. Schiller. I mean, around here, lots of times 1 and 1 comes out 3.
Yes, I understand, Sergeant. But how can I help?
Well, as I understand it, according to our records, Mr. Schiller's lawyer was never informed of any testimonial luncheon in his honor or any meeting that day of any kind.
I spoke to Warren, Mr. Douglas, and he knew nothing about it, but I'm sure he told you that, too.
Yes, he did. I have his statement right here. I'm sorry to put you through all this again, Mrs. Schiller, but you see, after your husband's disappearance, the facts related to it were run through our computer. Our statistical department, on a hunch of mine, came through with something rather interesting. Something I'd like to pursue with you, if I may.
Certainly. What is it?
Well, Mrs. Schiller, it seems that the circumstances that surround your husband's disappearance have been repeated 3 other times, all within the last 7 months.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
What I'm trying to say is, 3 other men have vanished over the past 7 months. And the one thing these 3 men had in common was they disappeared immediately after having stood trial for murder.
Well, what does that have to do
Wait a
with...
minute. Just a moment. More of a coincidence yet. Each of these men was found not guilty at his trial. Look here. David Swan, charge of first-degree murder 7 months ago, October, not guilty. Man named Bates, manslaughter, not guilty. Collins, manslaughter, not guilty. You see the pattern? Trial, exoneration, disappearance. Unusual, isn't it?
And you think that my husband's disappearance has something to do with these other men?
For now, let's just say he fits the pattern. You know, I've looked all through his file, this file here, dozens of times. Now, there's just one little piece missing. Did anyone see the man who picked your husband up that day on the limousine?
No. I told the man who took the report. I was out shopping.
Oh, yes, here it is.
And Jimmy was out.
Jimmy?
Well, it's my son. He's 8.
Oh.
He was at the schoolyard playing with his friends. Didn't I mention that?
No. No, there's no mention here of your son.
Oh?
This boy of yours, Jimmy, could he have come home while you were out?
Well, I suppose. I never thought to ask. But we have a tree house in the backyard. He and his friends often play there.
This tree house, does it face the street?
You mean the front driveway? Yes, but...
Mrs. Schiller, where's your son now?
He's in school. He'll be home at 3. Do you think there's something that Jimmy might know that...
Possible, Mrs. Schiller. You know, all we need is one lead.
Mr. Schiller. Wake up, Mr. Schiller. It's time to rise and shine.
Kane?
Exactly, Mr. Schiller. Kane. Matthew Kane.
Where am I? What is this place?
Your room is high above the ground on the far side of the estate.
Room? This isn't a room. It's a cage.
So it is, Mr. Schiller.
What is this? Barred window, steel door? It's like a prison cell.
It is a prison cell, Mr. Schiller.
But why? Why am I here?
To serve your sentence. I've judged your case and found you guilty.
No.
Well, it's all very well and good to say no, but here you are, aren't you? Here they all are, and here they'll stay until their brains rot and their bodies decay.
They? You mean there are others?
Yes, Mr. Schiller, there are others. Others who have broken God's law and must pay for it. Here, Mr. Schiller, here are your rations for the day.
You can't keep me here, Kane. My wife will go to the police. She's probably notified them already.
Oh, I'm sure she has. I'm sure the others have wives and loved ones who have reported these unfortunate incidents to the police. You have disappeared, sir. Vanished into thin air. It's as simple as that.
Not in this day and age. They'll find me. They have ways.
Give it a year. Collins thought that way once. So did Swan. And the others. Give it time. We'll see. And now, if you'll excuse me, I must take these trays down the corridor. It's getting rather late. I'm due in court in an hour. There's an interesting case I must keep up with. When one is given the responsibility to judge his fellow man, one must be thorough in order to be fair.
Kane! Come back! Kane! Someone will come. They'll find me. They'll find me.
Well,
I'm glad you could bring Jimmy to see me, Mrs. Schiller.
When he said that he was in the treehouse and saw his daddy leaving a big black car...
Could be the lead we've been looking for. Now, are you comfortable in that chair, Jimmy?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, you keep looking through this picture book.
I don't understand how a children's book of cartoons...
They're types, Mrs. Schiller. Tall, thin, wiry, heavy, muscular. And the clothes they wear, all geared to pinpoint a suspect. Now, Jimmy, do you see anyone in there who looks like the man you saw from the treehouse?
Not exactly, but he looks something like this one. Only he's wearing kind of a uniform, like a soldier.
Tall, thin, in uniform. Now, let's see. Uniforms. Here we are. Now, Jimmy, was he a soldier like this one?
No.
Or, wait a minute. How about this one?
That's it. And he had a hat on.
Like this one, right?
Yeah, that's the one. But it wasn't black. It was gray, like Robbie's cat.
Now, anything else you noticed about him, Jimmy?
No, sir.
Mr. Schiller, we've got ourselves a suspect.
Does that mean you can find my daddy?
It means we have a better chance. At least we know one of the men we're looking for is a chauffeur. And we have some idea of what he looks like. Now, excuse me, Mrs. Schiller. Rodriguez, I want a composite made up of the Schiller case. Get the artist in here. Oh, and I'll need 2 men from homicide. We're going to stake out that courthouse. I want a careful surveillance on limousines that pull up. I'll be going along. I'm bringing Schiller's wife and boy with me. Oh, you will allow Jimmy to come along, won't you? We'll see that he's kept out of danger.
Of course, Lieutenant.
Oh, I don't mind danger. If I can help find my daddy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Good morning, Agatha.
Good morning. There was hammering and pounding near my room this morning, Kane.
Yes, we're building a new cell.
A new cell?
There's another court case today. Murder one.
I don't want to hear about it.
You can't shut out the world, Agatha. And please, get that dog of yours off the chair. I've told you over and over.
I'll get him, Kane. You hurt him when you pick him up. He's so tiny.
I hate small things. Small minds, small people. Take him out. And come right back. We'll be leaving for the courthouse as soon as Ludwig brings the limousine out front.
Oh, I can't go today. There's a flower show at the Civic Auditorium. Mrs. Eustace is picking me up this afternoon.
You've asked her to come here?
Oh, I won't invite her in. I'll be ready when she arrives. Oh, Kane, when is all this going to stop?
You loved Grandfather, Agatha. You know what he stood for. You know how I've worked and planned and dedicated my life. We won't stop. We'll never stop as long as there's breath left in me. Why do you do this to me? I don't like losing my temper. You know I don't. Ludwig's ready. Since you are going to be home, feed the prisoners.
Prisoners? I don't know where they are.
You know where they are, Agatha. I've seen you sneaking around, watching Ludwig and me go up the narrow stone steps of the gatehouse.
The keys, I don't know where you keep...
You don't need keys. You'll find the trays in the kitchen. Fill them. Slide one under each cell. I'll expect it to be done when I return.
Yes, Kane.
Well, I must hurry off to the courthouse. When a man's life is at stake, one must be fair.
That's the courthouse, Jimmy. Over there, across the street.
Oh, gee, it's a big place. And there's so many people.
We're just looking for one, Jimmy, the chauffeur, the man who took your daddy away. Do you think you can recognize him from here?
Well, I'll try, Mom.
Good, Jimmy. Now, we'll just sit here in the car and wait. This is a special murder trial. I think our suspect will be here. Now, you understand, Mrs. Schiller, I'm not making any predictions.
We understand, Sergeant.
The way things have been going, this may be our only chance.
Mr. Schiller? Mr. Schiller?
Yes? Yes, who is that?
I brought you some food, Mr. Schiller.
Miss Agatha, what are you doing
Kane
here?
left the house. He asked me to feed the prisoners. I'll just slip your tray under the cell door. There. Can you reach it?
Yes, but...
Good. Then I'll just move on and...
No, wait. Wait, I must talk.
No, I can't. I have the others to feed. I left my little dog downstairs. I told him, stay. But he never listens. See, there he comes. Oh, he's so naughty. Chin Chin, I told you not to follow me up here. Kane would be so angry if he knew. Oh, dear. He's crawled under your cell door, Mr. Schiller. He's going after your food. Oh, do grab him quickly, Mr. Schiller, please. That's it. Thank you. I'll take him now.
Oh, no, you can't do that, Miss Agatha.
Huh? What?
Now, we're both prisoners here. Your dog and I.
Both prisoners?
Until you get the keys.
Oh, Mr. Schiller, there's no need to do that. You see, you can just pass Chin Chin through the bars. He's all fluff. He'll pass through easily. Oh, Mr. Schiller, you're hurting him. May I have my little dog, please?
Yes, Miss Agatha.
Thank you.
As soon as you get the keys.
Well, I can't do that. You're Kane's prisoner.
And your dog is my prisoner.
Oh, please, give me my dog. He never did anything to you.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But look around you. Look what your brother did to me and the others. Locked us in these stinking cells to satisfy his insanity.
Mr. Schiller, you must understand. My brother is not insane. The reason he does what he does...
But there's no time for that. No, either you get those keys, or I'll snap this little dog's neck.
No, you wouldn't do that.
I swear to you,
No.
I'll kill him this instant unless you do as I say.
I don't know anything about the keys.
Find them.
Oh, please, Mr. Schiller, give me my dog.
The keys, Miss Agatha. I'm running out of patience. Get the keys.
Yes, the mind of man is a fragile thing. There is little doubt that Charles Schiller has reached the breaking point. It has been said that desperate men are capable of desperate deeds. Will the frightened Miss Agatha find the courage to release her brother's prisoner in exchange for the life of her dog? I'll return shortly with Act 3. An hour has gone by since the arrival of the police stakeout at the courthouse entrance. Sergeant Steiner has been in constant touch with the unmarked cars he has strategically placed around the building. Sitting with him are Karen and Jimmy, who has been keeping a close watch on various limousines that have come and gone. So far, nothing. Steiner's face is grim. He has little hope to hold out to the anxious wife and child, whose world has been darkened by the strange disappearance of Charles Schiller.
I've just checked with units 2 and 4. They've got the rear entrance under surveillance. No sign of a limousine or chauffeur back there. Well, we're doing what we can, but
I understand, Sergeant.
our real hope is Jimmy here. He saw the man before. He's the only one who can make a positive identification. Well, anything new, Jimmy?
He did see someone a little while ago that he thought could be the man. One of the chauffeurs waiting there across the street.
Yeah, you were busy talking on the radio.
Well, you should have cut in. Where? Which one?
Well, he's gone now. No, wait. There he is over there at that big black car.
A limousine?
Yeah, he's helping that big fat man get into the back seat.
Are you sure that's the man you saw from the treehouse?
Well, I wasn't before, but I am now. You see how he bends over kind of stiff when he opens the door?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's how the man bent over when he helped Dad into the car at our house.
Well, that's good enough for me.
The car's starting up. They're going to leave.
Let's hurry up and capture him.
No, Jimmy. We're not going to capture him.
Why not?
We're going to follow him. He's the only link we have to your dad. Control 1. To all stakeout units. Limousine
License number GNC 918. Pulling away from curb in front of courthouse. Suspect at wheel. Heading east on 3rd. Tail him.
He's turning, sir.
Heading for your grid, Unit 4. Pick up as he passes. Units 2 and 5. Follow on parallel course. Move it. 10-4.
Miss Agatha? Miss Agatha!
I'm here, Mr. Schiller. I'm looking for the key.
Well, keep looking. Oh, you shut up. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to get out of this madhouse. Miss Agatha!
Oh, wait. Here they are. I found them. See, I found the keys. They were back there in the small storage room. You can have them. All of them. Oh, just give me my dog.
Oh, no, not so fast. Try them in the lock first.
All right. But please, be careful. Chin-Chin is so delicate.
The lock, Miss Agatha.
I'm trying, Mr. Schiller. But there are so many. They're all rusty. And most of them are too big. Oh, it's gone.
Try that one. There's no rust on it at all.
It fits.
Hurry.
Now, you're sure it's right for me to do this? My brother will be back any minute.
Damn your brother. Do you want your dog handed to you in one piece or don't you?
Oh, yes. Now, please, don't hurt him. I'll do just as you say. There. You're free, Mr. Schiller.
Thank the Lord.
Now, release my dog.
Here, take him.
Careful. Don't drop him, Mr. Schiller. Oh, now look what you've done. He's getting away. Chin-Chin, you come back here this instant. This very instant.
Forget about him. I've got to get out of here. Which way do I go?
Here, Chin-Chin. Good little Chin-Chin.
Miss Agatha, wait.
I can't. I'd better find poor Chin-Chin right away. Oh, it's so easy to get lost in this endless maze of course.
Damn you, Miss Agatha. Come back. Come back.
I don't see the limousine anymore, Lieutenant. I don't think we lost them.
No, Mrs. Schiller, they're up ahead. Unit 4 is keeping him in sight. Control to Unit 4. Control to Unit 4. I've got him. Suspect turning off onto the old Belmont Road, heading for private driveway. All units, converge on driveway. Do not use sirens. We'll wait for you there. 10-4.
Why are we stopping?
Don't want to get too close.
Oh, we'll lose them. They just turned into the driveway. Can't we follow them?
I'm afraid not, Jimmy. The driveway and that old estate back there is private property.
Private property? But my husband may be there.
We can't go any farther without a warrant.
What's that?
Permission, Jimmy, to search the place. The other car should be along any minute. You flag them down, son. I'll take care of the red tape. Control 1 to Central. Control 1 to Central. Request the search warrant. Private residence. 1143 Belmont Road. Residence name unknown. Try through vehicle registration. License number GNC 918. Repeat. GNC 918.
Agatha, will you please stop blubbering like a child and tell me what's happened?
Well, it was just a few minutes ago, Kane. I'm sure you and Ludwig can find him and bring him back.
Find who? Bring who back?
Mr. Schiller.
Schiller?
Well, he forced me to let him out of his cell.
He what?
Well, you see, he had Chin-Chin. He said he would break the poor little dog's neck if I didn't get the keys.
You gave him the keys?
Well, I opened his door, then left them in the lock. I had to go after Chin-Chin.
Ludwig, quickly. The cells. I'll get the rifle. You. Oh, Agatha, you.
Oh, sorry, Kane. I know I shouldn't have.
The cells, Agatha. Where does Ludwig keep the shotgun shells?
No, Kane. Put away the gun.
Disobedience must be met with force. Justice, Agatha, justice.
Justice? I have seen your prison cells, Kane. Those poor, unfortunate men living like caged animals. You call that justice?
Now, get out of my way. Those men must not escape.
Too late, Kane.
Schiller.
I've already released them.
Do you realize what you've done? Those men are half crazed. I suggest we all stay here. It's a lot safer than out there.
I've warned you, brother. Stop before it is too late.
I must stop them. I must.
All right, everybody. The other prisoners are here. Run, Miss Agatha. Run.
Stop. All of you. You're breaking the law. I'll not stand for a breach of justice.
Those noises we heard, Sergeant, I'm sure they're coming from the house.
Sounds like it, Mrs. Schiller. Shotgun blast. There's trouble up ahead. It sounds like it's moving this way. No need to wait for that warrant now.
All right, move out, men. That gunfire is coming from the left. Rodriguez, Gordon, cover me. I'm going in.
Mr. Schiller, you'd better wait back here with Jimmy.
And keep down, out of range.
We will, Sergeant.
This way. Miss Agatha, keep running. I can see the road from here.
I'm trying, Mr. Schiller. I don't know what got into my brother. He's never been a violent man.
He's still out there somewhere, firing wildly at anything that moves.
Oh, those men. Do you think he killed them?
Look, there's no time to think about anything now. Just keep running.
I can't. I just can't go on any farther.
It's all right, Miss Agatha. Look up ahead. Uniformed men. It's the police.
Hold your fire, men. There's someone up ahead. It looks like... Yeah, it is. It's Charles Schiller.
Oh, thank God you found us. We couldn't have gone much further.
You are Charles Schiller?
Oh, yes. And this is Miss Agatha Kane.
Yes.
Her brother Matthew is back there, armed with a shotgun.
Well, you better come with me. You'll both be safer back there on the road.
Get away from that man.
Kane!
He's an escaped prisoner. I'll shoot the first man who touches him.
Careful. He's deranged. He's been holding chained men captive at the house.
Put down that shotgun, Mr. Kane. I am in charge here. Tell your men to back off.
I'm warning you, sir, for the last time.
Schiller, hands on your head. We're returning to the cell.
It's no use, Kane. It's all over. If you pull that trigger, you'll be murdering an innocent man. I was innocent, Kane. They were all innocent.
That's a lie. I judged you all fairly. I see now I was too lenient with my sentence. Now that you dare defy me, I change my verdict. Your sentence is no longer life. It's death. Schiller, look out!
Kane! My poor brother. You've shot him.
Sorry, ma'am. I had no choice.
Agatha.
Yes, Kane. I'm here.
I was only trying.
I know, Kane. I tried to warn you to stop before it was too late.
Oh, you're too easy on them.
Okay.
Too quick to forgive. The people, the jurors, they're all like you. Someone has to uphold the rightness of things.
He's gone. Kane. Oh, Kane.
He put me through hell, Sergeant. But you know something? I can't help feeling what he did was partly our fault.
Our fault?
Yes. Crazy as it may sound, there is some logic to his madness.
Well, Matthew Kane is no longer with us. I, for one, am saddened by his untimely death. I was beginning to like him. I always did admire a man who is dedicated to his work. And talking about a man who is dedicated to his work, listen.
If you want to be successful...
We hope we didn't frighten you with our story tonight. It's true, Matthew Kane was a psychopath. And he did have quite a successful prison franchise operating on his dark and dismal estate. But fortunately, Sergeant Steiner arrived on the scene in time to stop him from opening branch offices all over the country. So, dear listeners, you all will be safe in your beds until I return. Our cast included Alan Hewitt, Jordan Charney, Augusta Dabney, Evie Juster, and Jim Dukas. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.